You know me.
This hangout on air is live according to Google.
Cool.
So what the fuck is going on, everybody?
That seems aggressive.
Well, that's how I'm feeling.
Aggressive.
So here's the. Hold on, we're gonna mute ourselves.
You suck.
Man, amateur hour.
Yeah.
First time we've ever done this. Hold on. Wait for it.
Do we need to mute ourselves?
I was me.
You're the worst.
Okay.
I don't know what's real and what's an echo.
We'll find out.
It might be. We'll see, like the little green things if it pops up.
Hold on. Yeah, I did it too.
Yeah, Bobby's a dick. Sorry.
Yeah. Bobby and I get it. We get it. Us two get it.
Dude.
What?
Stop being the fucking worst.
What?
Everything you fucking do.
I'm trying to start this shit. You're worried about a little droplet of water.
No,
We're
I'm trying to
20
stop
likes,
you.
now we're down to 21. People have given up on us.
I don't even blame them. What in the fuck is going on, everybody who's here, hanging out, fucking chilling and chatting, dude? That's what I'm calling it from now on. So, tonight, we live stream. We're the Bourbon Junkies. You want to mute your computer, dumbass, or what?
Through my headphones.
Well, listen, the technical, it's just, they're beyond our fucking
Not
control.
one person heard my headphones, but they heard our echo.
So, I brought my own table this time so I could spill shit on it.
It's only here because I packed it. Dan brought almost nothing else.
So we're the Bourbon Junkies tonight. Master Drum's going to join us in a little bit. I Whiskey She Wines is already here. Chris from Bourbonjunk is here as well. Chris, this is the most important part of the whole night. Have you hit 1,000?
No. So I was at 4. I was at 989 yesterday. And then after I put out my Maker's Mark review, I went down 2 subs. So now I'm at 87.
Listen, I hate Maker's Mark. I don't blame him, but I like you. So here's the deal. We're not starting the fucking live stream till Chris gets to 1,000.
I'm just going to have to make accounts.
I don't give a shit. I got all night. I'll wait.
All right, I do.
So for real, go and sub to Chris. YouTube.com/Bourbinsane. More whiskey review content. And apparently his Maker's Mark review is pissing off all the right people.
It's never going to happen now.
You know what could be happening, though, is like you've got like multiple people that want to be number 1,000, so they unsubscribe and wait till it gets right there and then do it at the last minute.
You're not wrong.
Let me just give a quick shout out to my newest subscriber, Sean Paisley. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you.
Hey, you should have another one from Sam and Bobby too. Our second account.
Yeah, that's what I just did.
So we'll probably start here in a little bit when Mash and Drum gets in here. But tonight we're gonna be doing like a little game show type dealio.
Oh fuck.
Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yep. So yeah, we'll explain it more. I think Jason should be in here anytime now. I know he was live streaming with Scott.
Yeah.
They had a big crew on there. I don't know if anybody saw, but it was a slew of people.
Yeah.
Lots on that live stream. I think it was the Oak and Smoke and Scott and Jason and maybe
Dusty Dan.
Bourbon and Dusty Dan. And was it the Bourbon Bros?
Bourbon Buddies.
Bourbon Bitches, something like that. I don't know, but I don't know. I don't care.
If Bourbon Bitches wasn't a channel before this, it is now.
It's about to be.
I love it. So Stellar Matrix just said, "Who's going to play with their hair more tonight, Sam or Dan?"
That could be a great
a drinking
game. Yeah, we'd get everybody shit faced.
Sam doesn't have shit in my hair game.
No,
I'm playing with it all night.
Yeah,
all night. I'll sit like this just so I can twiddle it.
Yeah, I'm not above it. I love doing twists in my hair.
So I would imagine whoever said that probably doesn't have any hair and they're just jealous. You know what I mean?
It's Stellar Matrix of female.
Yeah.
Okay, she probably has hair. All right, Tuesday. All right, so we got 35 in the chat right now.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody for being here.
Thank you.
I guess we can run down a few things before we get started.
Yeah.
So we have new challenge coins that are available for sale.
Ooh, yeah, they're pretty. Do you have
some
one?
in my pocket? Brought them just for this very moment, and I forgot I have them in my pocket. You probably won't be able to see them, but if you can, here they are. It's not going to focus on them, dude.
I can make it focus.
Hey, do these fit on a Glencairn glass?
Hey, look at this.
Oh my god, these ones do.
Look at that. Well, they fall off when it's slippery, but they do fit. They don't fall in.
Okay, good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, so these ones.
We bought bigger. We switched away from metal almost solely because the metal ones that we bought the biggest metal one they made.
They look really cool, but they always seem to find a way in there.
That's a bummer.
Mhm.
So, hopefully everybody who's already purchased coins, they will be shipped out tomorrow. We packaged them all 2 nights ago or last night.
Last night.
And then I had to get labels made, and Staples told me it was going to take 6 hours to print them. So,
a couple of them.
Yeah.
It's like, I think 50 is what we did ish.
Yeah, 50.
Yeah.
So, so there's that. We're going to go to Texas this weekend.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
For a little quick whiskey trip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we're gonna go out and meet somebody who's been in our chat from time to time, and him and I chat on Instagram. We're gonna go see Mark Redding out at his gym in Texas. They did a Garrison Brothers store pick, and then he told me yesterday that he was gonna take a whiskey shopping.
Oh,
so the first way to my heart.
Yeah.
So,
Second way to dicks. So
hey guys.
Hi, Jason.
Hey,
Look who it fucking
speaking
is,
of
dude.
dicks,
Baxter. Hush. Sorry.
All right,
my ears were ringing. I knew you guys were talking shit.
Master Drum in the fucking live stream. So, Matt, Jason, we were just waiting to get started to talk about the rules and shit until you got here. So,
all right.
Welcome to hell.
What we're gonna do?
we don't know the rules. We were
Yeah,
told to bring bottles, and we have no idea what's about to happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's relatively simple, so that we don't have to explain it for an hour. But we have 5 rounds planned. Each round, each channel gets the same 3 questions as one another. We'll just say them, and you guys can try to remember them or write them down, whichever. Yeah. So whoever gets the most questions right from each round,
no cheating,
gets to gets to drink from their best bottle that they brought.
Ooh.
Whoever gets the least questions right from each round has to drink their shit bottle that they brought. The person that comes in second gets to drink their middle bottle. Here's the gist, because we have to drink somehow at some point too. Yeah. Because I'm not trying to stay sober.
If they all get one question right.
If you guys tie, or if you all get them all right.
No, I'm just saying if they all get the same question right.
Oh, we drink?
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. Why not?
Fucking do it. If you guys get all the same question right, all 3 of you channels lining up, we'll drink some shit.
We'll drink our shitty whiskey if you guys do well. We'll drink our good whiskey if you do poorly.
Yeah.
These better be easy questions.
I like that.
What did you say?
I said these better be easy questions then.
Okay, so rounds scale. Round 1, seemingly pretty easy. Sean and I came up with these questions. Sean came up. I'll fucking read you guys some of the questions Sean came up with before we're done. Some of the questions Sean came up with, I'm like, I don't think Google knows the answer.
They're good questions.
So probably do we'll ask the 3 questions. You guys probably have you think a minute to come up with answers.
One at a time.
One question at a time?
Yeah.
Oh, and you're going to write it down?
Yeah.
Fuck it, dude. That's even better.
Oh, I got this.
You guys don't even have to remember shit now.
I love it.
So, yeah, just for chat's sake, just so you guys all know, basically what happened was I texted these guys and told them all to get a good bottle they're willing to open/drink, a mediocre bottle, middle of the road bottle that they enjoy, and then a shit bottle that they don't want to drink on any given occasion. So here we are. This is about to be the Wheel of Bourbon, as I named it yesterday.
Yeah.
So, all right. Hold on. I did bring a good bottle, but I was giving Sean shit earlier and told him I didn't.
Oh.
And it's a special gal. It's not open.
Wow.
But ours is getting a little low.
Oh, holy shit, fatty.
Well, you moved the thing wrong.
Yeah,
dude.
away from you.
Okay. I brought my closed 2018 George T. Stagg, and I will open it when it's time for us.
I almost went and grabbed mine. I thought you didn't have one.
Okay, dude. Ours is getting a little low. It's getting a tad low, and we're taking the rest of it to Texas with us.
It looks like we have 2 good bottles right there.
So, yeah, we got a Cleveland, which apparently uses the same wine bottle.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody have any questions?
I'm nervous.
I mean,
so should we do a rundown? Oh, sorry. I was gonna say, should we do a rundown of our good, middle, and terrible bottle.
Yeah,
that's a great idea.
So one last thing, like some of these, I realize you guys are going to be guessing at an answer, so it's going to be closest to the actual answer will be winning.
In round 5.
Well, we have some that are
in round 4 and 5.
in 3.
Okay. Yeah. So let's do a rundown of your guys' bottles. Chris, you can go first because you're the left on my hangout screen here.
All right. My best bottle I'm starting with is Michter's Barrel Strength Rye.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. I want to go back to this one because I did it in my rye cast flight and it didn't turn out as well as I thought it would, but it's still really good. So my middle bottle, Old Forester Signature 100.
Okay. That's a good bottle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really like it. So
yeah,
and then
that's definitely good.
My shit bottle, Canadian Club.
Oh, yeah.
But it does say International Spirits Challenge 2013 gold, and that's probably how old this bottle is, honestly. So
okay. All right. Jason, you want to go?
Sure, yeah. So my best bottle is my beloved Colonel Taylor Barrel Proof. Oh, how I love thee. My kind of middle of the road go-to bottle, Old Forester 1920.
Mm-hmm.
And my shit bottle, which you guys know, the Jeff Creed.
So bad.
Hey.
I don't want to drink it. I don't want to drink it.
I just shivered
It's
thinking
so
about
bad.
it.
It's
I
so
know
bad.
it's just like, oh.
Yeah, that's a rough one, dude. All right. Sam and Bobby.
Okay, so we did separate because we're
different.
Yeah. So my good bottle is one of my favorite things that come out this year, the new William Heaven Hill. This is fantastic. It's like awesome dessert whiskey.
That son of a bitch.
That's really good.
It
is very good.
My medium is Wild Turkey 101.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's $20. It's good. It is what it is. Daily drinker. And then I discovered how bad this is in our live stream last night. Ohishi whiskey. It's a Japanese rice whiskey, and I'm not joking. It tastes like nail polish remover.
I watched it
and tastes like yes, it is. It is so bad. In fact, I think I said the only thing I've had that's worse than this is Jeff the Creed.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So
that's not promising. So for our shitty bottle, we brought Cleveland.
I don't know if you've ever watched our review, but I literally drank it and then poured it in Dan's Glen and said, I'm not drinking any more of that.
So that is Cleveland Black Reserve, and I believe it says aged a minimum of 1 month on the back of the bottle.
Oh man.
Yeah. Hey, have you guys tried the Cleveland Christmas bourbon?
Nope. I refuse.
Oh yes. Oh, that is I would still take that over. I would still take it over Jephthah, but it's not good.
And then our good bottle is the George C. Stagg that will open at some point tonight. That 2018. So
bottle chugs.
And then
What the fuck? I don't get to say what mine are.
did you guys bring different ones?
Yeah, he said that.
I like that.
Fuck him. I don't like what he
I'm
likes.
trying to figure out the technical shit. I assume that you have Blanton's Gold, Blanton Straight from the Barrel, and Blanton Silver.
No, I actually played by the rules. And first of all, happy birthday, Jason. I'm sorry I couldn't meet you today at Party Source.
Mm-hmm.
It's your birthday?
Yeah.
I would, I couldn't get off work
buddy.
early, or I would have given you a lap dance at the Party Source. I'm sorry I didn't make it, but I owe you one next time I see you.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right.
Wow.
Wait, before Sam reveals hers, is 1920 is that too high to be considered middle of the road?
Nope.
No.
I almost grabbed that bottle for our middle of the road.
I almost grabbed it too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm gonna go switch to Stag Junior for my middle of the road if we're doing that.
I feel like that's acceptable. I feel like those are like
Okay. All right. Well, then I'll be right back. And while I'm at it, I'm gonna go find out if my 16-year-old is subbed to Bourbonsane or not, and I'm gonna have him do that.
Yes.
I like it.
Start him young.
Necessary.
Well, I gotta go grab a better middle of the road bottle than Old Forester 100. So give me a second too.
Everybody's got to up their game.
Yep. All right. Sam, what do you got?
I fucking hate anything IPA. So I brought down the Jameson IPA Castmate because this.
Oh, I love that.
Dan loves
I
that.
love it.
Well, y'all are drunk because that's dumb.
I'm
And
trying.
then my middle of the road because Merca is the Redneck Riviera.
Wait, hold on. How dare I need everybody else here for this? How dare you put that Jameson's deliciousness under that gas station bullshit?
Yes, John Rich and I, Big and Rich, whatever the fuck his name is. This bitch can do no wrong. Y'all can suck it.
All
and
right.
then my big fancy one is this one that Bobby neglected to bring to you when we all met together. The old Fitz 14 year.
Touche.
Because this is pretty. So
That's nice.
mhm.
If it's nothing else, it's gorgeous.
I like
Yeah.
how both
If anything else, it's pretty. And I like pretty things. So
That's true.
that's what I brought.
Jason, did you switch yours is 1920 middle?
Yeah.
Chris, what'd you switch yours to?
I switched mine to a Russell
I
single
like
barrel.
that, dude.
solid.
I like that a lot. I feel like
Shout out to Robert Zeller. Thank you so much, Rob. You are the man.
Good old Rob. Rob comes in to save the day. And
what he said.
somebody asked where the Octomore was. So we let somebody borrow our Octomore because that probably would have been Bobby's favorite and mine least favorite. So, but it's not here. We let Larry borrow it. And he had to give it back to
Gave
him.
away their Octomore. Like, no, just take it. It's
I
fine.
don't blame her.
Yeah.
No,
I'm-
we're yeah. I would have given it away. I would have fucking told it to pound salt, but Bobby wants to keep it, so it's fine.
All right, let's see. So I want Bobby to be back so we can cheers for Jason's birthday. Jason, you just before we start this, since we're waiting, I don't know if Jason's talking about what he did today or not, so I won't spoil anything. But you had a hell of a birthday from the looks of it.
I had a hell of a day, man. I did. I got to I was part of a Weller foolproof pick for a store I do picks for in Kentucky, which was unreal. We had a choice of 4 barrels. They were all 4 of them were 2 of them really stood out. 1 and 4 were they're kind of one had like this really amazing sweet, like super sweet caramel flavor. But then it didn't stay that way enough. But 4 was like this. It was like this is gonna sound weird. It had like a salty note to it. So it was like salted caramel in a bottle. It was delicious. So we all unanimously picked number 4 for the barrel. So we did that. Got to talk to Freddie, to talk to good old Freddie over there at Buffalo Trace for a little while. That was cool. Yeah, it was a great day. And on top of that, I went over 4,000 subs today. So
Congrats.
Nice.
Okay.
Flex, but okay.
Everybody hold the fuck out. It's Jason's birthday.
Yeah.
Jason hits 4,000 subs today. Chris needs to hit 1,000 subs tonight. So you guys get your shit together real
Start
quick.
making it count.
He's
All
at
right.
997, and he did
No.
have a 16-year-old just subscribe.
Yeah. No, it's at 998.
998. 2 away, guys.
2 away.
So I want to cheers to Jason for his birthday. Cheers.
Mhm.
Dude, congrats on having a birthday. Congrats
four-
on hitting 4K subs, dude.
thanks, man. Appreciate it, boys.
I know I need.
Yeah.
I need-
Cheers.
I
Thanks
need-
for all you guys and the support and coming on the channel when I asked you to. I really appreciate it. Thanks, man.
Oh, I'm gonna do my other. Are we drinking for that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got Sam in the middle of the road. McKenna 10.
Oh, nice.
That's a good one.
Drink Redneck Riviera. Don't talk shit about John Rich.
You ever forget what like 62% of it tastes like?
Bobby, I need you to know that you guys got a divorce while you were gone.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, because she put Jameson's IPA Castmate as her lowest, and then the Riviera is the middle.
Yeah. I know.
That's
I know.
why he brought down McKenna 10.
Yeah, I brought
He
down
wouldn't let
McKenna
me have-
10 to fix that.
We put an asterisk on this because I've got all of the spots, and when I got Red Spot, I was like, "Dan, you need to try this." And he had just had the
Stout, mate.
the stout. Jameson was like, "Nah, that one's way better." I was like, "Holy shit! No, that is not better than Red Spot,
It
sir."
is Jameson. Hey, low key, Jameson, Red
Yeah.
Spot, Jameson Castmate Stout's better.
Not even close.
I do
All right.
like the stout because I like stout beer.
Mhm, me
Dude,
too.
Christopher David in chat just said 1,000.
It confirmed.
Firm. Woo!
Is that 1,000 right now?
Yes.
Fucking did it, dude.
All right,
Oh.
ship us that 50
Now I'm
bucks.
gonna unsubscribe real quick to fuck with you.
Back forth, back forth, back forth.
Thank you.
Back to
Thank
like
you all very much. And thank you for pushing it tonight. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
That means you get to make some money and have YouTube take 35% of it.
Right.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Capitalism at its finest. All right, so on that note, let's get into the game, dude. I wish we had super dramatic music with the lighting that moved through the stage.
Like fucking Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Yes,
Dun,
dude.
dun, dun, dun.
All right, dude. Okay, so round number 1. 3 questions in each round. Round number 1's supposed to be the easiest. I don't know if it actually is or not.
It is definitely.
I wrote
easiest.
the questions for round number 1 and 2 because I thought much simpler than Sean did.
Yeah, I knew it was going to happen too. I also asked him. I said, "You got your questions?" He goes, "I left those at home."
I did. I rewrote them tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to do it?
No, go ahead.
Okay. So round number 1, question numero uno. How many? So you guys can like take 15 seconds if you want to like come up with your answer so that people aren't stealing each other's answers.
Do we have the Jeopardy music kind of cued in the
Good
background?
idea. I don't have it, but I should have. If I was prepared, I would have.
You guys got a marker and a
I might
piece
get a
of paper.
strike for that though.
Okay. So yeah. Can you guys get writing utensils really fast?
Sorry.
I got a pen. I'm ready.
Fuck it. Okay. You guys are significantly more prepared than we needed you to be.
Yeah.
Or than we asked you to
But
be.
we
not
got,
more
we
than
got
we
a marker and paper.
Paper.
We are good.
need. All right. Question number 1. And then to get answers, we'll go Chris, Jason, Sam, and Bobby. All right.
Right.
Okay.
How many barrels were in the Jim Beam warehouse that just caught on fire?
I feel like we're drinking for this one.
I feel like
I don't
fried
read-
chicken-
I don't read much.
What?
I'm talking.
I said I don't read much. This might be tough.
All right.
All right, I'm
Okay.
feeling good.
This is what we were constantly were thinking. We're like, Jason seems to know fucking everything.
Yeah.
He knows everything about whiskey ever, it seems like. Sean wrote those questions. I'm like, I don't know who's going to answer those. Maybe Jason.
And I said, "Good luck."
I know.
All
I read a lot of whiskey nerd stuff. So
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got my answer written
All right.
down.
Chris, go ahead.
I think it was 45.
Oh, I'm assuming he said 45,000.
He broke up.
He said 45,000.
No,
Did
he's
he?
locked in
45K. 45,000.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Jason.
yes, I believe it was 45K.
Okay. I Whiskey She Wines.
Oh my God.
45,000.
All
right, we're drinking. All right.
Okie dokie then.
There's the softball.
Thank goodness.
So, wait, so now we get to drink our good stuff.
You guys get to drink your good stuff.
Why did you pour our
We
good
get
stuff?
to drink our bad stuff.
Why did you just
They're the
pour
same
your
shit
good
bottle. Don't tell them.
stuff? Fucking cheater.
Hey, that's not Cleveland.
Do not fucking put those in my
Yeah.
Glen. You can't
This
get
is
that
my
out.
Glen.
No, that is my Glen.
Well, I'll keep it if you want. Okay, so yeah, I guess you know what I didn't think about is we can chat about the fucking questions if we want.
Yeah. I kind of would.
We have a buddy. I hope he's in chat right now. We have a buddy that thinks that the like the warehouse stuff
Conspiracy.
are all conspiracy theory for marketing and press.
Really? I mean, it's been happening a lot.
Okay. So Chris is like, maybe, dude.
That doesn't even smell
I'm not saying it's conspiracy, but I mean, look at all the stuff that's happened in the last year. Even we've had 2 or 3 warehouses collapse and the fire now.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Now Jim Beam lost a metric shit ton of whiskey. I don't know if 45,000 burned,
Ah,
but I know 45,000. They're claiming 45,000 were in there, and
Yeah.
I know that they weren't putting out the fires because of they were letting the alcohol burn off. So
Mhm.
what was Barton was the other one that had it.
and then
The other one was one I never heard of. It was Ox or Oz something.
OK or OZ.
Yeah. OZ.
Yeah.
Was it
OZ.
OZ Distillery?
There you
So Jim Beam doesn't need more press.
Glad we didn't ask that question.
Jim Beam doesn't need more press because they're second highest bourbon sold in the country, or first
Yeah.
highest bourbon sold in the country, actually. But I don't know that 1792 needed it either.
Probably not.
Barton, they're sourcing shit.
You got to feel like their capital gains aren't gonna really like offset what they're losing in
collapsed
inventory.
warehouse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
You know that shit's insured.
That's what I was gonna say. Is maybe it's all just an insurance claim.
Yeah.
That's true.
Their insurance companies are like, you guys need to fucking stop.
Yeah.
Get your
Calm down,
shit
please.
together.
Holy shit.
Wonder if we
Cleveland-
insure them. We might. My company
What-
does all
Do it.
business insurance, so.
Are you going to look into the fraud? Will you investigate them for
I
fraud?
will. I'm gonna look up. I'll
If
search.
you uncover something and get super rich, will you just buy us cool whiskey?
Or
Yeah, but I'm not gonna get rich on my uncovering stuff.
Dateline with Sam and Bobby.
that's fucking rough, dude.
Dude, so I did see the river was literally half whiskey.
Yeah, it killed a
Mhm.
bunch.
Killed a ton of fish. A lot
Yeah.
of fish died.
I think they get sued for that. I think they like have an environmental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
EPA is not a fan when you do that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I like how it conveniently was struck by lightning.
Wait, the Jim Beam one was?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Okay,
They had a lightning rod on top of it, but yeah. I mean, whoops.
I'm becoming slightly more skeptical as time goes on. Dude, my favorite part was like and I don't want any of this stuff to happen, but like the 1792 one happened. And after the 1792 one happened, like half of it fell. And then like what, a week later, the other half fell?
Mhm.
No, they had the tank blow out. Their fermentation tank blew out.
No, that wasn't 1792, was
Was
it?
it not? I thought that was Barton.
Well, 1792 and Barton are the same thing.
Yeah, okay. So I'm pretty sure it was 1792's fermentation tank that blew out the side. Someone will correct me.
No.
They will. They'll know everything in the
I
chat.
don't know.
1792, half of it just collapsed
Okay,
because of
that
bugs
happened.
and shit.
And then they
You
had
think the other half was because of fermentation exploding?
no. This is completely different. It has nothing to do with their rick house.
Oh.
Literally their fermentation tank.
Oh,
blew up.
separately?
Yeah, it like blew a seam
Wait,
and it just dumped and flooded the parking lot.
All right.
Sean, you're talking about like 6 months after the warehouse collapse or whatever,
Yeah,
right?
it was. It was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it was two events that happened at the same place.
Yeah.
Holy
Right.
shit.
Gotcha.
Sean Wright. Boom.
Who said
Right.
that? Who said that?
Urban Apprentice.
Get the
Yeah,
fuck
it's, you know what's sad? You know what's sad? We get so it's like we're not giving the whole bourbon boom and the popularity of bourbon enough credit because anything bad happens, we're like, it's marketing. It's marketing.
Marketing.
It's marketing.
This is
Nobody really loves this stuff. It's marketing.
Heaven Hill in that pre-fire marketing juice.
Mm.
E.H. Taylor and the Tornado Survivor.
Tornado Survivor.
$1 billion on secondary.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's not. Actually, you know what? I found out today was at Buffalo Trace. They have the Tornado Survivor bottles there, and you could buy them if you ask. And you know how much
What?
they're asking?
$2,000.
$7,000.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
No, that's not
shit.
asking at that point in time.
That's thievery.
Yeah.
Yep. So
He
you,
robbed.
yep. So you can ask Billy Bob behind the counter and say, "Hey,
Yeah,
buddy."
but-
So, hey, buddy, you have one of those Tornado Survivors back there? And he's like, "Yep,
I got a house I can mortgage.
yep,
Can I have one?
$7,000."
Jeez.
Okay. Bourbon Apprentice did say Sean right, Dan wrong. Banned. Will Gressel said Sean's actually right. Banned. All right. Let's see, dude. Okay, I'm Team Sean now, Dan. Fucking banned. How about that,
wait,
dude?
isn't Linux one of our mods? No.
No, he's one of our.
Oh,
he's,
ADHD.
he's like one of our big
listener.
supporters.
Yeah.
You're out.
Hey, your coin's in the mail.
let's not
We're
forget.
sending you your coin.
Yeah, let's not forget about the ultimate bourbon story all time was the Pappy Van Winkle thievery of the barrels.
Yeah.
Mhm.
which
Dude,
kind of launched that whole the lore and the the desire to own one of those bottles.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right. I
so-
need you motherfuckers to get some wrong here.
Okay,
'cause
so
I
here's
can't
the
do
thing.
much more of this.
Cleveland, on another note, is
Oh,
just
Cleveland.
not good. It's just not good.
I'll still take it over Jephthah.
No,
bet you would.
thank God you're the only one with Jephthah.
Yeah.
We borrowed that bottle, gave it right back, and threw away our review. Not even putting it out. Not worth it.
Will Gressel says, retract my samples then, LOL. Listen, you can still send them to Sean. We're still going to share them.
I when I was one of the guys in the group today, we did the pick and we were sitting around having lunch and somebody brought up Jephthah Creed because somebody like lived near there or something like that. And they literally go, he goes, yeah, Jephthah Creed. And he just looks around the table and he goes, what happened? The entire table lost it. It was hysterical.
Dude, that's so good.
Yeah.
Holy
All right,
shit.
ready for the next question, Dan?
You want to go to question number deuce?
Yeah, let's do the
All right, dude.
next one.
Okay. That's a hard. Did
Yeah,
we?
it's round one.
Oh.
It's one. Both
Oh,
of these.
okay. They might get. Okay. Question number 2. In what year did Prohibition start? You know what I never thought of? Give in the 15 seconds or whatever.
Okay.
You know what I never thought of?
Yeah.
This will be a hint, kind of, but they're writing already. Most of them probably know it. One bottle we're fond of, like, should just constantly tell me these things.
No shit.
Yeah, and I never thought about that. Like, if I was on there, it's a good thing.
18th Amendment.
It's
That's
very
what he's
good
talking
that
about.
everybody else on the other channels is more intelligent when it comes to history than I am.
Yeah.
Because I would fail every one of these.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
I don't know this one.
Perfect.
Dude,
I know
thank God.
more
Me
Cleveland.
neither.
Woo!
Me neither.
All right, Chris. What's your guess?
I'm not looking at chat. I'm sure chat's putting the right answer in there.
Hey, you fucking cheaters.
19. I'm saying 1915.
Okay. Jason.
1920.
Okay. I whiskey shoe wines.
Sam said 1921, and I said 1920.
Fuck you.
That's what happens.
You-
Bobby, you're an OG, dude. Listen, when you guys split up, you're coming up to Michigan. You're living with us, dude.
Thank you guys for taking him off my hands.
No.
Wait, that's if I see his body floating down the river first.
Right.
They each have separate answers because they have separate bottles.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Sam gets to drink a Zayshit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It is 1920.
It is 1920 because
Whew, get rid of that Cleveland.
Old Forester 1920.
First of all, it's right
Right.
here. The freaking answer is right in front of me. I'm like, duh.
That's what I'm talking about. It's one of my favorite whiskeys on the planet. One of my favorite unallocated, consistent whiskeys is 1920.
You guys got to watch the smoke shoot out of his ears when we put that together live on the stream.
So I knew about the 1920 bottle, but I was thinking it was repealed 1920, not started.
Okay.
That's why it's Prohibition style.
I'm gonna give history and geography are two of the things that are really not my thing. Those two things I'm drastically worse than everything else at in my entire life. So the other day, Sean and I are sitting there, or it was yesterday, and he's over at my house, and he shows me this list of questions, and he asked the question, "In what year did Prohibition start?" And I go, "Is that like 1980? Maybe the 70s?" Sean's like, "Are you fucking serious right now?"
I would just like still in face, like you're joking, right?
So when was it repealed? That's the real question. That's what I want to know.
So hold on, wait, dude,
Get out of here!
you can't be asking questions, dude.
Yeah.
I need to know. I can't have many more of this Canadian club.
This is not a democracy, all right, Chris.
You sip it and you like it, Mr. Thousand.
Yeah.
God,
So the one thing we didn't say in chat, and we can say it now, but don't put the answers in chat, please. Until after the answer.
Yeah.
You can type it and hit it as Sam and Bobby answer if you want, because they're the last to answer right now. So if you want,
we can cover up chat too.
Yeah, I can just.
I'll just
cover up chat.
Well,
Oh,
I'll close the chat. They can let the chatters chat, but just close the chat. All right,
Yeah,
I'll just close
chat
the chat.
closed now.
Yeah.
Sam's cheating for sure.
Oh yeah.
I don't.
And I don't blame. Listen, I'm not judging.
I actually closed out. I am not cheating
Mm-hmm.
yet. I might go back.
Yeah. Yeah. So
When she answers like the round 5 questions exactly, I'm like cheating.
oh my gosh. All right.
When we're given the window that the closest to the right answer is winning.
Chris, how does that? What's bad about that Canadian club? Is that normal Canadian?
Everything is bad about this game. Fucking everything.
Wait, we didn't see Sam take a drink of her bad one.
No, I already did.
No, did anybody see it? Did anybody see it?
I didn't see it.
No.
Everybody talk over Sam drinking.
I'm not doing
So
it.
bad. It hurt.
Wow.
Oh, IPA is shit.
Oh, how dare! It's so. I love that shit
Dan
so
does.
much.
I do. I'm with you, Dan. I really like it.
Oh.
Didn't you buy shooters of that to go on the plane?
No, because they're glass.
Oh,
The shooters of Jameson are glass.
Yeah.
All right.
Put it on your head.
By the
Dude,
way, just a programming note. I've switched my my top bourbon. I want to call out Yana in the chat. She said you should be drinking birthday bourbon, so I switched for my birthday bourbon.
Oh, yeah.
Good call.
That is fitting.
Wait. So you are looking at the chat?
No, this was before the question started.
So today on Old Forester's Instagram, actually, they were posting people hand laying labels on Old Forester birthday bourbon bottles for 2019.
Oh, I want.
I orgasmed 3 times.
Yeah, it was weird. We were standing next to each other.
Okay.
How raw are you?
Very.
Okay. Question. Are you guys ready for question 3? We good?
Hold on. I gotta close the chat. I'm closing it. Okay, go.
He already read it all.
Question number 3.
They're putting this answer in.
Chris spoiling questions. Not even answers, questions.
Hey,
I still don't know the answer, so it doesn't matter.
In what year did Prohibition end?
Oh God.
Oh,
I
okay.
had no fucking clue on this one.
1986.
Yeah.
I already know that one. I don't even have to write that one down.
Yeah. Do you know? Are we together or are you
Wow,
separate?
that's surprising.
I know the answer, so Sam wants to be a team on this one.
I see her jerking you off under the table right now.
Hey, you stop putting answers
That's all
in
you
the
got
chat.
to do.
I
Now,
get
guess
it.
what? Same team.
I don't blame Bobby either. I get it. But
No, you guys screwed up and got 2 separate rows of bottles, so therefore 2 teams.
Wait, is anybody guessing or no?
I know, and I'm not guessing. So go
Yeah,
ahead.
I know.
Go ahead, sir.
He's got to go last then.
Oh shit. Okay. Chris, go ahead if you want.
I'm gonna say 19. The 30. I don't fucking know history. I don't know this.
Okay.
Sam, you guess.
No, you go. Fuck it. I don't care. 1933. I have no idea.
That's right.
Damn right.
Fuck off. Are you serious?
That was a hell of a guess. Holy shit.
Sorry, Chris, you're the only one that didn't get
Yeah.
it right.
So no, Sam, Bobby, Jason all got it right. Me and Chris are sitting over here like, I have no fucking
I
idea.
didn't even answer yet. I could just totally have the wrong date.
No. Your false confidence carried you through.
I already know what it is.
Yeah, I know what that is. Anyone know the exact date?
December 5th?
Holy shit.
Yep, December 5th,
Oh, fuck
1933.
you, because you Googled it. Jason
It's my
actually.
fucking question.
Yeah,
sir.
Jason knows it. You Googled it to see
I
what it
didn't know
was.
the date.
Well,
Holy
enjoy that birthday bourbon, Jason.
enjoy your birthday.
Welcome to the club, Chris.
Yeah,
Drink Cleveland.
Chris did
it's
that.
extra aged.
The club, Canadian club.
Oh, that's George T. Stagg. Hold on. We have to drink.
Chris wants to make love in the club.
I just don't want you to mix them up and pour Cleveland in the George T. Stagg.
What
'Cause I
if-
will literally
What,
just cry and
what
scream.
if Cleveland and Stagg is a hell of a blend?
Well, there might be enough proof to make
Do
it
it.
have anything taste good.
Is that which one's your Cleveland?
That one.
What's in that one? Over
Old
there.
Forester.
Ah. All right. So, something that was said in chat earlier tonight was Sean's girlfriend Gabby said. So Gabby, Sean's girlfriend, and Ricky, my wife, were the people who put together our advent calendar last year. So we didn't know what was in all the bottles. So we did the advent calendar blind. And so earlier in chat, when Jason mentioned Cleveland Christmas whiskey or bourbon or whatever the fuck they call that bullshit, she was like, "We're saving Cleveland Christmas." Well, I know where a bottle is, unfortunately, but she says we're saving Cleveland Christmas for your guys' advent calendar this year.
Oh no!
Team.
Off the team.
See ya.
You saying that?
The Kroger here next to my house. They had that stuff on clearance and they couldn't get rid of it.
Ugh.
Dude, it's one of those. I don't
Am I
know.
gonna use that one?
It's just a weird thing. What? We got tiebreaker questions.
Oh yeah, we do have tiebreaker questions. I forgot.
You got to keep track.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm already bringing up the rear, so I don't think that matters.
It's important that you keep track here.
Oh, they both got it right. So
Yep.
okay.
Okay. You good there?
I mean, Jason and Bobby are killing it.
Just
3 for 3
try to
right
keep
now.
track.
Yeah, I
Okay.
got it.
We're gonna go to round 2.
Yep.
Good.
The lights move across the stage and the cool sound plays. All right. First question of round number dose. What is the max proof distillate? I did not write this question.
Holy shit, his brain.
I can understand it. What's the max proof distillate can enter a barrel at to become bourbon?
All right, I know that one. I hope.
Okay. So Chris is locked in, dude. Final answer. There's no fucking call a friend here, dude.
I have no idea. I have no idea on this one.
Phone a friend.
Now, Dan, you said enter a barrel, right?
I guessed wrong too.
Dan, you said enter a barrel, right?
Enter a barrel, and it's going to become bourbon.
Yeah.
And this is like a law. This is like a legal thing.
Look at all these.
I have no clue. So let me guess before these two. Sure, I'll write it down.
Yeah, write it down so that we know if you're cheating or not.
I have a number too. It's not yours. He's covering it up. Oh my God. Get off your nutsack. This is a fucking game. Don't look.
It's a game with consequences, Sam.
Mm-hmm, I know. You looked.
Well, yeah, mine's already fucking written down. Wait, was this? Okay, this was proof, right?
Proof.
Okay.
Yeah. Chris, go ahead.
I always thought it was 125.
All right, Jason.
Chris would be correct. It's 125.
Sam and Bobby.
I guessed 140. No idea.
Oh, I had 66.
66. Oh my God! Somehow barrel-proof bourbons gain like 500 points.
Guys, look! Do you see this?
All right.
Straight.
I'm pouring my rice whiskey.
Yeah, I'm about to.
Earlier, Sam knew a bunch of shit I didn't know, and then the 66 is only made better by the fact that I was like, "Holy shit, I didn't know these things."
That was great.
Oh,
This game's dumb.
okay.
Yeah, it is.
They
It's a
tied
lot of
again?
fun. Yeah,
Mother,
we're still drinking Cleveland.
Okay, so at the end of this game, hopefully we'll get to drink George T. Stagg.
Whoa, we'll get some wrong. It's gonna be great.
It's so bad.
Oh.
Dude, so here's the thing. I do want to try that rice whiskey. I tried the Jephthah, and the Jephthah was the dustiest. Dude, I'm going to put this. This is going to be very unfiltered. So if you're watching with children for some ungodly reason at 10 o'clock at night, don't. That's the dustiest snatch I've ever had.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
We'll read one of my questions.
That's why I'm really hoping my knowledge carries me through, so I don't have to touch that stuff.
I think you'll be fine. I assumed I read most of these and was like, these seem like things that would be on Jason's channel, actually.
Jason has the most to lose with the Jephthah. I will.
Yeah.
I will send everybody a sample of the rice whiskey.
He's also like a fucking bourbon historian. So
Yeah, it seems like it, right?
Duh.
Which one do you think's harder?
I'm not a historian.
You're a historian. You are a historian.
Random, so I think it's harder. Because
Okay,
of that.
well then we'll do your
Do this one
next.
first. Okay. All right, we're gonna go to the question number dose. At the end of this game, we'll all be drunk as shit.
Hey,
I just want to call out before I turn off the chat. Jimmy the kid, 02 said 2019 GTS was dumb today, and I can confirm that.
Ooh! Oh wow! Oh, another fucking Jason's got
what is
the in, dude.
flexes, bro?
Jason is constantly.
He posted a picture of it in Discord.
Yeah. So what happened was we walked into the warehouse where they're just dumping barrels, and just casually our tour guide is like, so this is the 2019 George T. Stagg. We were like, what? You know. Yeah, we went like full on like Lil Jon, everybody, and so they're all passing through, and we're asking her like, all right, so what's the proof on it? And she said she's not sure, but she could confirm that it's in the high 130s. So
Okay, wow.
Ooh.
yeah.
Holy shit! High
Okay, now-
130s?
That's 124.
And let me tell you, when we walked in that room, you could smell the ethanol coming out of this, but also mixed with like beautiful caramel vanilla deliciousness.
Mm.
I will say real quick, ADHD fishing, we can't time out Dan, unfortunately. I can try. Get.
ADHD Fishing is one of our mods. He tried to give me a timeout in real life. Let's see. Dude, high 130s is fucking crazy. That'll be awesome. That'll be super.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, so real quick, Terry D said that the rice whiskey has a stick man taking a poop, and now I can't unsee that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I can't unsee it.
God, that fucking makes me
All right.
hurt.
All right. So question number 2 of round number 2.
Good luck.
Let me cover up chat.
I feel like this is,
Yep.
I feel like this is a pretty fair question. Guess is allowed.
Dan wrote it.
How many licenses were authorized during Prohibition to be granted for medical use of bourbon?
Oh.
We're getting
All right.
on you motherfuckers.
My
I'm
guess
trying to remember.
is close on this.
I was close too.
I think I know it though.
I thought
I
I
have no
knew
clue.
this.
So for people in chat who don't know what happened, Prohibition started, but they thought there were medical uses and benefits to drinking whiskey or bourbon. I should say bourbon. So because of that, the government allowed so many distilleries to continue
producing
bourbon
medical
for
reasons.
that was like a prescription based
Yeah, you
thing.
could go down to your
doctor.
Chris and you could get prescribed bourbon.
Yeah. But the government limited that heavily so that everybody, Mom, Pop, and Joe, John Doe, D, back Billy Bob couldn't make whiskey anymore.
Wow. All right. It was something.
Yep. All right. Are you guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Chris, go ahead.
I think it was 5, if I'm remembering right.
Jason?
Damn it.
Come on. Just get one question right. Miss it, Jason.
Yeah, I'm teetering between 5 and 6. I think it was 6. I'm gonna say 6.
Okay.
I went with 4.
Bobby.
I went with 4.
I went with 5.
We finally get to drink Dorsey Stag.
Well, motherfuckers.
Come on.
So here's the thing. So 10 were authorized during Prohibition. Now
There is a caveat.
Do we have it? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So 10 were authorized, but only 6 were ever fulfilled.
Yeah.
Oh, so
That's
I'm
a
right.
trap question.
I say, due to technicality, Jason.
We can drink middle of the road then.
I said no. We don't have a middle of the road because we drink shit or good.
Yeah.
That's it.
Look, I've got.
Listen, you know what? Just for entertainment value, because of 10, even though I got 6 right, I will drink the Jephthah because I hate it.
Oh,
I was gonna say Jason gets a pass and he's right
Nah.
because I said the word authorized.
You did
Now,
say authorized.
Fucking wrong. So like,
I guess 8.
Check the replay.
So yeah, screw it, man. I'm not drinking that shit.
Wow, no.
yeah, I say Jason gets that one right. I spilled
We're gonna
whiskey.
give that one to Jason.
Jason gets that.
Jason doesn't need that one though. I don't give it to
Holy
you.
shit!
Nay.
He doesn't, does he?
Asterisk.
I'll circle it for you.
Oh, you fucking lefty.
I was gonna take a call really quick,
I
but
have
we
an
can keep playing.
important call I have to take. Sorry.
All right, you're
that's
fine.
fine.
Man. Don't worry.
When duty calls.
All right, so Sean, do you want me to take a swig of the Jephthah?
It's his,
Yes.
Nope. No, he'll get some wrong later.
Bottle it.
He'll get some wrong later.
All right, yeah, hold it.
All right. Yeah.
It is his birthday. That's right. Gabby's right. It's his birthday.
Gabby
Well,
is
yeah, if I get one wrong later, and I'm sure you guys have some trick questions lined up.
I think based on how I asked it, I think Jason's right.
Yeah.
I think my wording of it makes
You done
Jason
dipped
right.
her up. I got it.
I spilled whiskey already. It's been done.
Yeah, I see that. It's your table. I don't give a fuck.
That right? It's way less stressful for you guys when I bring the table here with me.
And chairs. We had to load these babies up in the truck.
Dude, did you know that a lot of the this will not be the answer to the next question, so I'm going to say it. A handful of the distilleries that were authorized to still make whiskey back then are owned by Diageo right now.
Yeah.
That's very weird.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? I did read that somewhere recently. I thought that was really interesting.
That's super weird. Like a lot of them weren't like the big name brands you still know the name of.
Yeah.
But Diageo basically owns them and they have different names and stuff now. Very weird.
Yeah, I would have never guessed 10. I guessed lower as well.
Yeah,
All
I know. What was it? It was Frankfurt, Shenley. I think Shenley was the one that became Four Roses, and then you have Brown Foreman was definitely one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Peerless was one of them back in the day.
That's very interesting.
Yeah. So,
all right.
If you say so, Jason. If you say so.
Are you guys ready for question number 3?
Yes.
No, is that question 2 or 3?
Yeah, it'd be question number 3.
Do we have 3 threes?
No.
We
got 3 threes. Don't worry.
4 threes.
I don't think
Go
so.
ahead.
I didn't answer anything.
3.
That's it. I don't have any 3s.
What was the first question we asked? Oh, we're in round number 2, dumbass.
Holy
That's why.
shit. Yeah, it's question number 3 of round 2. Dan's drunk. Congratulations.
We've arrived.
It took 5 questions.
We've arrived at the fucking stop.
All right. So, third question, round 2. We have, at what proof is a bourbon illegal to bring on a plane?
Oh. I was just looking into this too, and I can't remember what it is.
Chris, I've been there, dude. I get it, man. I'll help you out when we're done.
Your shit, and you're like,
Hey, that sucks because I don't fly.
Yeah, he doesn't fly.
Yeah.
We drive everywhere we go.
I'll give the chat a little backstory. I just flew for work, and I thought to myself, I'm not paying $12 for whiskey on a plane for a shooter of Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
So these are part of the laws without answering the question. You can bring plastic bottles in a Ziploc bag. As many as will fit in the Ziploc bag, a normal like sandwich bag, as long as they're plastic and they have to be sealed.
Carry on?
Wait, so are you looking for the ABV that like the maximum you're allowed to bring?
Yep, the proof.
The proof. Yep.
There's a cutoff of proof.
Well, no, I don't. I want that bottle over there. I want you to stop jerking off my hand.
So
that was graphic.
I was looking I was watching Jason on the Scotch Test Dummies thing of Boom the other night, and Bart took off that manga fucking button up dude into that woman's beach shirt, and I lost my shit.
Dude, I couldn't even talk. It was amazing.
I was laughing so hard. The word graphic was what that made me think of.
Yeah.
So but needless to say, so you can bring shooters on an airplane. The law isn't that you can't bring them. I went through TSA, they didn't even check them, they didn't give 2 shits.
I'll be doing that Saturday.
They could have been glass. They didn't even open my bag to look at them. So here's the thing.
I don't think glass shows up on X-ray.
I know I'm saying if they were, it didn't matter if they were plastic or glass. They didn't care that I was bringing them on the airplane.
Glass does show up in X-ray. That's why if you have a Cupid, like a real diamond, it doesn't show up in X-ray. But if you have a fake diamond, it shows up in X-ray.
So nobody gives 2
Sean knows far too much about picking things on an airplane. I don't like this.
Yeah. So anyways, when you get on the airplane, the actual law comes into effect more so when you get on the airplane, you're actually not allowed to open them and serve yourself on an airplane.
Yeah.
The fine is up to $11,000.
Damn.
Some woman, this is a real story because I was looking into this. Some woman got fined $11,000 for drinking on an airplane because she served herself her own shooters. And when they landed the airplane, security was waiting for her and they took her to jail.
Didn't you serve yourself your own?
Yeah. So what are you supposed to do?
Give it to the flight attendant?
Hand it to him?
On some airlines, depending on how few fucks the wait staff gives you, you can say, I brought this here. Will you serve it to me? Sometimes they'll say no, sometimes they'll say yes. Other times, you buy a window seat, you lean against your window seat, and you pour it in a glass. That's what you do other times.
Here, yeah, you wrap a $5 bill around that whiskey shooter and say, will you serve this to me?
Well, what if I serve them to Sam and she serves them to me?
So apparently you're not allowed to break the seal on your own shooters. I don't know if you're allowed to break the seal on somebody else's shooters.
In most states, you can bring in a bottle of wine, but you can't serve yourself on it. Like, you can usually bring in your own like wine, and then you have them serve it to you at like a service charge.
Yeah, it's a really gray area though. the more I looked into it, the TSA doesn't give two shits if you bring a Ziploc bag full of bottles that are sealed on the airplane.
Yeah.
Apparently, the air staff. I would imagine what happened with the woman who got fined $11,000.
She was belligerent.
I would imagine she made a fucking mess or was being a pain in the ass for the staff. And so they
in 2009, we flew to
Vegas.
To Vegas. Sam was in the back of the plane with a bunch of like weird
people sleeping the whole time, and it's
and
a whole nother story. I was depressed.
I remember this was 2009 because the guy I was sitting next to was from New York, and
hey, easy.
No.
This is a good story. This is a good story.
Before the 2008 football season. He's a Giants fan. He laid $500 on them to win the Super Bowl. And that was when they beat the undefeated Patriots. And he was on his way back to Vegas to collect his $40,000 winnings.
Damn.
So this guy was like,
passing out.
You get a shooter, you get a shooter, you get a shooter.
To the entire plane.
We partied and I got wasted while Sam was like had like a weird fat guy leaning on
me. And I'm like, fuck that. It was 3 hours of hell from Cincinnati to Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh, it sucks so bad. He's up there and he's like, woo, like showing his tits and stuff to Vegas.
Real quick, Patrick Fulmer says, get trashed before boarding.
It's 7:30 in the morning, but I'll try.
I just drank it before I Ubered.
Yeah, you drank a fifth in like 2 days.
No, it was a week. 5 days.
2 days.
It's 5 days.
No.
Okay. So,
all right, yeah, Chris.
You guys had long enough to Google
Yeah.
that shit at this point.
Chris, what do you got for an answer?
I already wrote it down.
Oh.
I don't.
Don't cheat.
Why would you ask the question if it was the same as legal proof? I'm going to say 120.
Okay. Jason?
It's 140.
Fuck.
And Bobby?
Oh, I said 100.
It sounds like an arbitrary dumb fuck rule in the first place, but I guessed 120 with no idea.
Okay.
Thank you, Bobby. Thank you for your honesty.
It's 140, because at 140 is considered hazmat, and that's where that term comes from.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that part.
Huh.
Holy shit.
This is your question.
Yeah, it is my question.
But I did do research before getting on an airplane once. So.
Yeah.
All right.
It's considered like a toxic material. You can't like be with it.
Does it become explosive at 140?
No, it burns. I mean, anything over 100 proof burns
Okay.
well. Like,
All right, I get to drink my stick guy poop whiskey.
No.
I'm just preparing myself for all the upcoming missed questions I'm about to miss. So
Wait, hold on. Wait, Chris, show that one more time.
I have this cough. I can't quit.
it's fucking Canadian Club. It's not anything else but that.
Soon we're gonna see Chris. He's gonna.
I know. I want to see Chris start typing with his feet.
Yep.
A full fucking blend of Canadian Club.
and eventually we'll get.
Jason
Dang.
hasn't technically gotten one wrong yet.
No, with an asterisk. An asterisk is there.
Don't worry, dude. We're coming.
Hey, good luck. My questions are coming.
Yeah, that's true. He might get a few. Actually, round 3.
Some of your like round 3, I feel like
I can see he's getting round
you
3
can still
right.
probably get them. Round 4 is where we're gonna go closest to the actual answer.
Hey, I think if Jason goes undefeated, you guys have got to kill the Cleveland bottle.
Oh,
Hey, why don't you fucking not?
If I go Cleveland bottle, I'll die tonight.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a
Actually,
real willing to take.
you guys gotta blend the Cleveland bourbon with some Fireball and shoot it.
I'm in. I'll put it in
Oh.
the microwave too if you want, dude. If you get it all right.
I'll shoot Fireball
Yeah.
with you guys. I won't blend it, but I'll take Fireball.
All right, dude. Well, you know what? If you get them all right, I'll bring in Sean's worst shit that he has here. He's got these giant fucking 1.75s of bullshit. I'll mix them all together and drink it. I'll drink a half a Glen is what we'll call it. So
You're never getting them all right.
it might be impossible.
Because we've got to
Dude, Sean pulled so much shit out of his
Hey.
asshole.
We've got to use this question now because of that.
No, we're still gonna ask that
Oh, all right.
because there was information given that will confuse people.
All right. All right.
So
Good job, guys.
yeah. All right. Are you guys ready for round number 3 is where we're
Question
at.
1,
Question
yep.
1.
And then I'm going to go through the standings. Jason, you have 6. Bobby, 3. And then Sam and Chris, you both have 2.
Woohoo!
I started 3-0. and haven't got one
Yeah.
right.
If it makes you guys feel better, I think that I think when I answered these questions, I have. You have 0?
No,
I
Dan
think-
had 0.
I think I had 1 right at this point.
Oh,
think.
I mean, I knew my own questions.
Look at Chris's face.
Oh, you
I
pulled
can't
half-
fucking do it. Like,
just
being
don't-
this full, when it's this full, it tastes so much more like alcohol, like shitty alcohol than a normal tiny little Glen.
Oh my god.
Dude, that's such a baller move to fill up your Glen with Canadian Club.
I know what's happening here.
All right, here
Yeah.
we go. Question 1, round 3. We're going to go easiest question first.
Is it that?
Round 3. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
What distillery rapid ages bourbon using pressure?
I don't even know what the fuck that means.
There's,
What are the
there's,
words?
there's a couple that do that though.
Okay, I'll add to it. What distillery uses pressure with chunks of staves set into steel vats to rapidly age the bourbon that they make? Is that that's more specific? I don't know if it's specific enough.
I mean, is this a big distillery? Because there's still small distilleries that do this too.
If you get it right, and I didn't know about the distillery, and you're right, you get it right still.
Yeah.
Okay. All right,
I'm
I
just
got
gonna
my
list
guess.
something you've never heard of.
Not something you've never heard of. I promise you that.
Yeah.
It's not in Kentucky either.
No.
Mm.
No, I know where it is. I just don't know the name of the distillery.
Dude, this is very ironic.
Yeah.
And I know why you're saying that.
Okay.
Because of something Sean said in a live stream. You asked the question. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I might have.
Yeah. I just have no idea what. So I know where it is. I just have no idea what the distillery.
You know what? I'll give out more hints because I know a weird hint about them. This might not even be public, but it's a weird hint. They compare their whiskey in public tastings to Knob Creek's base bourbon,
Mm-hmm.
and that their baseline and their standard is if the random person at the table picks Knob Creek or their whiskey, and it's all blind. If they pick their whiskey, they mark it down, and they have statistics written on the internet about how, when, and how their whiskey is picked over Knob Creek. They're about the same price retail.
I don't know.
Oh God.
I do not know.
I'm only gonna say the one I know. I'm not sure about the other.
All right, we'll go.
No, we do the same order every time.
Okay, Chris.
Chris, do you want to guess?
No, I'll just drink this Canadian.
All right,
Club.
that's a dash.
Thank
He
you.
looks so miserable when he says that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, as he holds Canadian Club.
Hmm.
All right, Jason.
The only guess I could go with is Lost Spirits.
Okay.
That's the only one I know that does rapid aging that has a kind of a no name that I've read about.
Okay. Sam and Bobby.
Cleveland.
Sam.
Yeah, Cleveland does do it too. That's actually good. That's a good guess if you were guessing.
I think Sam is holding a bottle of Jameson Ipa right now. Well,
Listen,
I mean,
it's sitting on the table, and I told you guys it was a month old. All right.
It would be
It's
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
It's
Yeah.
this bullshit. So how they do it is they chunk up staves of actually charred barrels, and they put all the distillate into a steel vat, and then they put the chunks of staves into said steel vat, and then they highly
pressure it up.
pressurize the giant steel vat.
I think Sam's dying right now.
I am. I'm sorry. I'm good.
But yeah, so that's why on the back of this bottle it says it's been aged a minimum of 1 month, and then it says pressure aged finishing process. It also says
God.
colored and flavored with wood segments.
Oh God, that just sounds awful.
I thought you were being
So-
sarcastic when you said it was only aged 1 month.
So one night, Scotch for Dummies was doing a live stream, and they had, I don't know who it was, but he was some type of expert on, and Sean asked a question about that specifically, and he was like, "Ooh, that's a really good question. Email me and I'll answer it later." And I was like, and somebody said, Dan, is that you? And you're like, no, it's Sean. I was like, oh, that's why it was such an intelligent question.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. So that says like, I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Dude, D. Sill says, this is why I fully believe never buy Ohio bourbon.
Hey, man, don't knock too many Ohio bourbons. Actually, there's a couple distilleries here. Watershed Bourbon here in Columbus was named one of the best bourbons outside of Kentucky, and Middle West Spirits, who makes OYO, actually makes a damn good rye. So
someone that we know locally was talking about Watershed and asked if I knew anything about it. I said I really don't.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a 4-grain bourbon. It's really nice. I mean, it's not gonna blow you away, but it's a damn fine bourbon for a craft distillery. So I like it.
Dude, I think that's like,
store picks too.
Yeah.
That's the most important part about it is like I think the one thing that we've learned probably over the past year of doing this, or at least that I've learned, is like, I feel like perspective on what you're drinking is more important than what you're drinking.
Holy smokes, yeah. If you have the wrong mindset going into something, you're always going to shit on it. But if you compare it to what it is competing with, you can usually find either like some sort of redeeming quality about it.
I feel like if you're drinking young whiskey, well, you can't compare it to the best whiskey you've had. Yeah. So we've done it in the past in some videos. But like we've had whiskey that we're like, this is horrendous. Now, in the world that it lives in, it's really not that bad.
Cleveland's still bad though.
Cleveland is still bad.
Yeah. In
the world it lives in. So I think I paid $50 for this bottle, which is the worst part about it.
Yeah.
That's tough. That's tough.
What do we got for numero deux? Question 2. Where are we at?
Wait, I got that wrong. So that means I have to drink the Jephthah, right?
If you finally get one, no. If Lost Spirit, I said, if the distillery you say does that, you still get it right.
I said Lost Spirit. So do you guys have that one down?
Do they? I've never even heard of them until you said that.
Yeah, they rapid age. I know Sean's on the Google machine right now. He's
Do they rapid age using pressure?
The Google machine. I call that a computer, Jason.
You're good.
Just look up Lost Spirits. They do rapid aging.
I'm working.
Jason, do they use pressure?
They use love.
Ooh, that was part of it.
Where would I go here?
Dude, good luck finding that bullshit. That's confusing. That is the most confusing sight I've ever seen in my life. Listen,
I owe you 0 points.
Hey, you guys might make just fine whiskey, and I'm not judging your whiskey, but your guys' site is confusing as shit.
It says rum, malts, careers, in case you want a job, timeline, and awards.
That's their whole site. They don't have anything about what they do.
Nope.
Wait, hold on. Spirit sourced. This live channel.
Heated whiskey?
No, they don't have anything about that, Jason. I think you got it wrong.
Yeah, right. Get that Jephthah.
As my grandmother would say, a son of my beach. Oh my god, I gotta pour this.
It does have a really pretty bottle, Jephthah.
Dude, the bottle is awesome. If just the juice inside didn't taste like dirty hot dog water.
Right.
Dude, that Jephthah bottle is so here's the thing. The bottle's cool. And I was listening to Dad's Drinking Bourbon podcast the other day, and they did a review on Jephthah. And Jephthah sent them a sample or a bottle, I don't know which. And in the box that they sent the bottle in, what they packed it with was because they use what is it? Bloody butcher corn, right?
Yeah.
They packed it with the red Bloody Butcher corn kernels.
Oh, that's cool.
It is cool though.
Dude, they posted a picture on Instagram. He had opened the box and it was all full of kernels. He pulled the bottle
that's
out.
Bomb proof. Holy shit. Dude.
So cool.
That's going nowhere.
I know, and I know that Jason said that he met them. They were great. But
and the new make was actually really delicious. So I was really looking forward to trying the bourbon, but I don't know what asshole of a barrel they put this in.
Dude, maybe the barrel's the issue. Maybe it's not them. Maybe they got weird cooperage.
We talked about this, but I just really they had somebody that tasted this and said, "Yeah, this is ready. This is it.
Selling this shit."
Yeah, this is 2 years. Put it out. Yes.
Yes. Yes, it's ready.
All right. So for those of you who have never experienced a Jephthah Creed, let me take you for a journey. It smells like your grandpa's or your grandparents' old dusty basement with mothballs.
Mm-hmm.
And if you ever came across like a dusty old boot, like a leather old boot, and maybe lick the dirt off of it. So that's on the nose, really enticing, right? And then on the palate, oh god, I hate this shit.
Wait till the palate.
Oh, someone put dust in my bourbon. Oh, it's so nasty.
Dries you right out.
It's just, I mean, it literally tastes like someone poured a vat of dust in a bourbon. There's just all the sweetness is gone. And my theory is what they also did to it, which kind of ruined it, was the bloody butcher corn, which I've said before has more protein than starch, so it gives a good kind of nutty characteristic to it. It's just lost because they malted the 3 other grains. I'm like, oh, look at the dog, look at Baxter.
Weird backs.
I'm sorry, I see a dog, and my voice goes up like 6 octaves when I see a dog. Yeah, I don't know, man. I was really excited by the new make when I tried it, but I don't know how are they aged. It's just look at that dog. He's awesome.
You did that one. That one.
So I will confirm everything Jason just said about Jephthah Creed. 100% accurate.
Very accurate.
Worst thing I've ever tasted.
Now, here's the funny thing is Dad's Drinking Bourbon got that sample for free. And thankfully, Jason shared that with us because he's a gentleman. And so I was sitting there listening to the podcast on the way to work the other day. And the main guy who seemingly edits and handles all their stuff, he smells it and he goes, "That's the mothiest mothball coat filled thing I've ever." I went, "Dude, you're one. Apparently, you guys are legit because that's 1,000% accurate."
So Jason, do you get the toasted marshmallow that Fred Minnick gets?
Yeah.
If he got toasted marshmallow on this, he must have had him hidden, shoved up his nose because there's no.
Drank that shit.
There is no toasted marshmallow in here.
No.
So it was real fun.
They had to have paid him.
Oh God! I just took too deep of a scent. Oh. It's really when you put this all of a sudden, and I'm sipping on this all night. And then you put it against this. It really puts things in perspective.
Wow, I didn't think about your contrast, dude.
No.
Oh my God, it's so bad.
I gotta say, so I talked about someone had talked about Watershed. It was Gabby. I just walked out and got Dan a bottle to drink, and she
told you about it.
You know, that was me that was.
Wow.
I asked you. I said, I remember this now. Yeah,
bad guy Sean.
Wait, you have a bottle of the Watershed?
No, she had asked if I'd known about it.
Oh, okay.
And asked her about it, and I was like, oh yeah, that makes more sense now. I remember. My bad.
All right, let's go second. Okay, we'll go second question, round 3.
Oh, that one. All right.
What company still exists under the original name that was granted a license during Prohibition? There's only one.
Are you shitting me?
Spoiler alert. We talked about it earlier. Yeah.
All right, I'm ready.
I feel like
Chris is confident, and I like it. I like it a lot.
It's a bad idea.
He's so tired of Canadian
Chris.
Club. He's like, fuck it.
All right. You got your answer down, Sam?
Yeah.
He's
Old
so
Forester.
All right, Chris, go ahead.
Old Forester.
Okay. Jason?
Old Forester.
Sam, Bobby?
I thought it was Peerless.
Sam?
I don't know.
So technically it's Brown Foreman.
Yep,
Old Forester.
Old Forester.
Old Forester fits the bill.
Yep.
So
Thanks,
Sam's
sweet
pretty
baby
got it
Jesus.
wrong.
Yeah.
Chris gets to drink
Holy
Michter's
shit.
Bear Frank.
Look at him. Just
Chris is about to chug it straight from the bottle for 7 to 8 gulps at this point.
Great. I get to drink Cleveland. Thanks, guys.
Bobby Zeller's Googling. He doesn't trust her.
Dude, hey, Bobby, I don't blame you. I would Google it as well.
Oh, fuck.
Oh God, it's so bad.
What? How did you word it? What was it that?
So basically, if you look up,
This
like,
is Dan's question.
if you look up licenses authorized during Prohibition, Brown-Forman was one of them. Brown-Forman's the only one still existing under its name.
Ugh. This is like fucking taint sweat, dude.
I got the weird artificial
Well,
on that.
Peerless did though. They then went out of business and then they came back with their name.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, so maybe that's the issue then. Maybe the issue is I saw like an old article before because Peerless is still pretty new.
Very new,
It's
yeah.
only like
Right,
5 years old.
but they have their same distillery number that they originally had.
They do,
Oh,
and just based on the reviews I've done, they have bottles of the stuff that they used during Prohibition. So
Jason gets it right.
I mean,
Circle Jason.
how did you?
No, Jason's right.
No, Bobby.
Jason,
Bobby's right.
Jason, Bobby all got it right. Sam was the only one that's wrong.
I'm the only one that's wrong.
Technically,
Literally, I don't know.
technically, Bobby's right, except for the long, Peerless
But the way
went out
he
of
worded
business.
it, he said with the same name,
Yeah,
That's true.
which they have.
Yeah. Listen, here's the thing.
Okay, I didn't think
He
of
didn't
that.
say that stayed in business.
Right.
yeah.
If we're giving Jason,
Listen, Peerless was one of them, so Bobby's right.
Hey,
yeah, I agree.
no asterisk.
He circled. No. There's no asterisks on that
That's
one.
an asterisk.
No, because they still exist today.
Asterisk.
Not existed the whole time. If we give Jason the 6, Bobby gets that one.
Hey, Chris is the only one without an asterisk right now. Oh, sorry.
I mean, I didn't use performance enhancing drugs.
Maybe you did.
I'm gonna call you Bobby Sosa.
Oh shit.
So 3 of them got it right.
William Heaven Hill.
Oh, fuck you.
Cleveland, it is.
I'm going to finish this Jameson.
This is the best whiskey I've ever tasted in my entire life.
Chris, say that again.
I said this is the best whiskey I have ever tasted in my entire life. Right here.
Look how much of it's gone.
So Chris and
Wait,
Jason
Chris,
had opposite-
are you drinking the Michters now?
Yes, this is the Michter. That's what I'm saying. The Michters taste so incredibly good compared to what
Oh,
I've
I
been
thought it was
drinking.
the Canadian
This
Club.
is like ridiculously
Coming
good.
off the Canadian Club. Yeah, that's like when you're eating crackers for 2 weeks, then you have a juicy steak.
Yeah.
Jason went from birthday bourbon to Jephthah, and then Chris went from Canadian Club up to Michter's Barrel Rye.
Which is amazing.
Whew, those are some swings.
Chris, what year Barrel Strength Rye is that?
It's this year, 2019.
Dude, you got that this
He got
year?
He got that from a Patreon, right?
Yeah, this was from actually someone in Discord.
Okay. I was gonna say I remember seeing it on your
Holy
story
shit.
or like an Instagram that you had said that you got it through someone.
Dude, I'd like to take a second to read Gabby's very valid and true comment.
Good on camera.
She says, if you haven't noticed, Sean is really fun to play games with.
Asterisk.
Listen, Sean and
I
I,
learned these rules from her family.
Sean and I were talking about these questions through like chat, like Google Hangouts the other day. So in text chat, no tone, context, whatever. Sean gets so fucking pissy. It's ridiculous.
Sean is the guy during Pictionary that takes everyone's pens in the middle of their writing.
Yeah, 1,000%. Without a question. That's exactly how you would describe Sean.
There are rules.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is I answered the question the way it was worded correctly.
Yeah,
You did.
dude.
Yeah.
I completely
Bobby
agree.
is, in the words of Fonzie, correctamundo.
I completely agree.
Hey.
That's why I had to look at Dan's writing. I was like, wait, how do you say this?
The more I drink, the worse Cleveland gets, which is weird. 'cause
Yeah,
usually
it's
it's the
actually
opposite.
whiskey. The more drunk you get, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
that's not bad. It actually is like, oh my fucking lord,
Yeah.
that's bad.
All right,
Yeah, we need to get off this.
what are we
Can't
on?
wait for the further rounds.
Number
last,
3?
Last one of the three.
Okay. Last question, number 3.
Oh yeah.
You guys ready? Ish.
Well, good luck.
Yeah, I got my pen ready. Go for it. What do you got?
Who was Kentucky's first licensed distiller?
Ooh.
I was honestly waiting for Jason to be like, I know this.
He goes, you guys are fucking dumb. All right, so this is the first question. This is Sean's, by the way. This is the first of the rest of your guys' fucking nightmare.
Yeah, they get a little bit harder after this because I'm really tired of drinking Cleveland. Apparently, Dan's just leaving now.
Bye, Dan. It's been real.
Yeah. Yeah. He too is tired of drinking Cleveland.
Oh man.
Wait a second. Can you rephrase the question?
No, I will repeat the question.
I'll repeat. I'm sorry.
There will be no asterisks here, Jason. Who was Kentucky's first licensed distiller?
Kentucky's. Okay.
Yep. Told you, we're getting historical here.
Fuck. I don't know.
I'm so excited to drink some George T. Stagg off this one. So,
Jason's got us. I believe in him.
Chris, you got an answer?
I'll say Old Taylor.
Hey, bro.
Jason.
There it is. That's
What?
I want.
Hey, you can fuck off. I'm not there yet.
I don't know.
Okay, Dan left to go find a bottle that
No,
I already
peed.
brought in.
No, I peed for real. No, I peed a lot.
Yeah.
And also,
I
you
got it
said
out of
the
your
first
puppy little hands.
Sean, you also said the first distiller. Now, you're not talking about the person. You're talking about the company, correct?
They kind of go hand in hand.
Okay, so yeah, I'll give you a hint. The name is I don't know. Is that a distillery?
Yeah.
Kinda. Yeah.
Kinda?
Yeah.
All right. So there's been a lot of debate about this, but I'm going to tell you from what I've read what I think it is.
I like this, dude. Jason, I'm on your side, dude.
Double
Sean's
asterisks.
Sean's a dick, dude.
So I know. Well, Buffalo Trace claims to be the oldest distillery, but I believe it was T.W. Samuels that produced the first whiskey, or the first family name that was producing whiskey. I think.
All right.
Taylor.
That's Chris.
Okay. Like E.H. Taylor?
Yeah.
Okay. Sam and
Sam?
Bobby.
I guess Buffalo Trace.
So some.
Well, I think Sam's already receded on this one.
Listen, somebody needs to fact check this because I didn't.
I did.
Apparently, everybody answered. Sam's drinking IPA Jameson right now.
The first licensed distiller in the old state of Kentucky was
Evan Williams, right?
Williams.
Yeah, that's what all the books say.
Jason lived through it. He would know.
Jason's response to that was fucking perfect.
That's what the books say.
Yeah,
I feel like there were people before that making whiskey. So
I said licensed.
Evan Williams was a douche.
I just Googled it in Buffalo Trace looked up before Evan Williams. Out of a Google. A quick Google.
Okay, but that's not. That's a distillery.
Okay.
I said licensed distiller.
Dude, I'm so sorry, everybody.
Oh.
Jason knew it.
I'm so sorry, everybody. Like, Sean's fucking questions are out of control.
Hey, I'm sitting here drinking a fucking glass full of ass of Cleveland all night. Eventually, I need a little break.
Okay, I feel like next
question.
question.
I'm still going to drink the Jephthah because technically I answered wrong. So,
Oh, thank God.
Okay, the next question's not unfair.
No, it's not.
Okay.
oh god, this Jephthah's so bad. Oh god.
Like, I'm so used to Cleveland now.
Yeah.
Oh god, it just doesn't get worse.
I can't wait to try some George T. Stagg here.
She physically says Dan's back in timeout. What did I say this
I
time?
don't know.
Damn it.
I'm gonna have the worst fucking hangover tomorrow.
Jason or Chris, dude, listen, Canadian Club's definitely filtered the shit and back, dude. You're good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to do more. I didn't know this was gonna be so serious. I thought it was gonna be like, easy. alley-oop questions.
Yeah.
No,
Alley-oop, yeah.
alley-oops.
What's the main ingredient in bourbon?
Yeah.
Right. Shit.
Alcohol.
All right, next question. Go for it.
All right,
Let's do
so
it, man.
real quick, we've got Jason at 7, Bobby at 5, Chris at 3, and Sam at 2.
Woo!
All right,
Okay.
round 4.
Unbelievable.
Can't believe it.
Okay,
Okay.
these aren't bad. Okay, so this round we're going to closest. If you don't know the actual answer, closest, you're winning.
All right.
Sean is so serious about this shit. I love it.
Dude,
No.
I'm so happy that Gabby put in chat that he's a fucking tool when it comes to games. Okay. When was the Bourbon Trail created? What year?
Ooh.
Yeah, it was
There
rough.
shouldn't be a whole lot of controversy over this
Now
one.
look what you fucking did.
Yeah, as
Well, your other question was controversial as fuck.
I'm trying to think. Isn't the establishment of the Bourbon Trail in the front of the little booklet?
No,
I've never been to the Bourbon Trail.
I googled it.
Oh, you googled it, so you actually haven't experienced it yet.
No,
Oh, he's fucking shitting on you right now.
Touche.
I'm trying to remember the front of the or the inside of the Bourbon Trail book that you get.
I need to go pick fucking
Well, they're
Weather
full-
Foolproofs, and I don't know when George Key Stagg's getting done. I don't know this stuff, man.
Oh, damn it.
I'd like you guys all to know that I stuck up for you guys. I can show you a fucking Google Hangouts chat where Sean was like, well, I mean, they don't have to know the exact fucking date as he writes those ridiculous questions.
No, I have
The Price is Right. This is not The Price is Right.
no. It's
Wrong.
not closest without going over.
Nope.
I'm waiting for Sean. I'm waiting for Sean to be like, the price is wrong, bitch.
Holy shit!
Him and
Sam writes her answer down after me and then covers it up so I can't see.
Bobby, I just saw you do that 10 minutes ago.
Well, thank you, Chris. Thank you.
It's coming through for Sam right now.
I know.
Okay, Chris, go ahead, dude.
I'm gonna say 86.
Okay, Jason.
I know it's later than that.
Fuck off, Jason.
I'm just giving you time to post some more Canadian Club, man.
I got plenty. I still got.
Chris, where the fuck? Quit your fucking job so you could have came to Jason's.
Yeah.
Where the fuck were you at?
I know.
And then second,
We're doing
Will
another get
Russell.
together.
I don't fucking play Scrabble because I can't spell. Watch our video.
That's true. Sean can't spell for shit. Sean constantly misspells he misspelled fucking the word finished in our dovetail video.
not my game.
Are you cheating?
We already locked in.
Oh,
our
we
answers.
did already lock in. You're right.
All
Okay.
right, Jason.
Lock in your answers. I'm gonna.
He's gonna hate himself.
He is.
I am.
It's closest win.
Yeah.
I want to say. I want to say it was. I want to say it was like 90, 96 or 7. But if I remember what's on the fucking pamphlet, I think it's 99.
Okay.
So 1999, not 2099. So
Okay.
Asterisk.
Sam and Bobby.
I guess way later. I thought it was like 2006. I didn't think this fucking trail existed until the 2000s, but I could be wrong.
Bobby.
I had no idea. I guess 1991.
So Jason's a fucking magician, if you
God
guys are
damn
wondering.
it! It's 1989.
Oh, sweet.
Dude, I thought he was gonna get it fucking wrong. He's like 96. He's human.
He said,
Cool.
I think 96 or 97. You know what? Maybe that pamphlet said 99.
99. Yeah.
That's the exact fucking year it said. Yeah, you're right.
Because I don't know, when I saw that date on the pamphlet, I don't know, it just kind of stuck to me because it was 999. So I don't know. I went with it.
Holy shit, dude. How the fuck do you know this much shit? I don't
I should
fucking
have
get
fucking
it.
known. Nobody drank whiskey in the 80s. I should have known that.
Poor Chris looks so defeated.
No, it's the worst.
Yeah, at least I was within the right
That's
decade, Chris.
more full than my water of Canadian whiskey talking about how nobody fucking drank it in the 80s. Oh my god.
It's because I'm born first. That's why.
Oh my gosh. Too funny.
Dude, so many things Jason's cheating. It's possible.
Getting way too much right. It's gotta be.
Jason for president.
Yeah, Jason for president.
Somebody
Yeah.
put Jason for president. Oh my god! Come on.
Here's the last one.
Machine.
Okay. Oh,
Now 3 ahead.
damn, dude.
Jason is messing with you.
Oh,
Jason's cheating. I'm not looking at it. I just remembered the stupid booklet.
Yeah.
yeah.
They're about to add more distilleries to the trail.
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
No
really?
name bucks I've never heard of, but
And I remember where I was when I saw that date. It was the
Take
first,
a random fucking date in there.
the first distillery I ever walked into on the Bourbon Trail was Heaven Hill. So
I would like to point out that Jason is also the only person that was graduated from high school when that happened.
That's fair.
Okay, hold on. I thought you were gonna stop at graduated from high
I was
school.
like, wait a minute. And then,
I'm like, I did that too.
yeah, subtle shade.
All right, real
I was
quick.
like, I know. I was gonna be like, you guys didn't finish school.
Jason's like, welcome to your GED, dummies.
I have more education than
Jason-
Bobby Zeller.
Jason was old enough to go when it opened, and the rest of us were not.
I graduated. That was the year I graduated college. Was '99, and Bobby apparently went into being into his profession when he was 14.
No, I was a senior in high school.
That was when he was banging his calculus teacher.
Yep.
Oh, that's the best story ever. That's a good story.
An offline type of stuff.
Yeah.
That is actually the next thing to go on our Patreon page is the teacher, the picture of her. Not her
Oh,
name.
wait.
Whoa.
Right.
No, because that ruins the story.
Nope, going up there.
Here.
The teacher's picture will be the next thing on Patreon. If you're already on there,
ADHD fishing with another amazing comment. Jason is also the only one who looks like Fred Durst, who is a respected historian and very astute. Holy shit. Oh my god.
You guys had fire.
Gosh. All right, real quick.
All right.
Adam Gaston, we got a super chat. It says, for Jason's knowledge, Chris's lack of knowledge, and Sean being the worst gamer ever.
Okay.
Adam, thank you for the super chat, man.
Thank you so much.
I'm going to drink out of this George T. Stagg bottle because you did that. We don't have the wheel here tonight because we were doing
Sorry.
this and we didn't want to distract from the game that we
James
were
can
playing.
barely remember anything.
What
So,
was that? No, I didn't bring it on purpose. That was on purpose.
how about your questions?
That was not on purpose.
Good shit.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Two sips of Jephthah in one night. It's not bad.
So I will say we finally get to switch to this. Dan went looking for it when he took a pee.
No, I didn't. I really didn't.
What is that?
I finally got to procure an Eagle Rare store pick.
This is our first Eagle Rare store pick we've ever owned, ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually just saying that today when I was with the group at Buffalo Trace. That I've never really seen a lot of Eagle Rare store picks, but the tour guide told us that they weren't doing them for a while. Then there was like a shortage, and they weren't even really releasing a lot of Eagle Rare. And now you're going to start seeing more and more of them. So
It's seemingly in our state is this way. So far we know
of a
of
lot
five
more now.
We know of 5 stores this year that are Chris. Smitty's is doing one this year, dude. He'll
Yeah,
have
I
one.
heard that. I heard that's the only one around me, I think, though. It's
Yeah, it is that I know of.
So
well, I'm putting in my order now, guys. If you get an Eagle Rare store pick anywhere near you, let me know.
we would like to know. We have a pint of it.
You just drove past one today, Jason. The Stadium Liquor in Covington has one out right now.
Really?
Cool if you guys met up.
Well,
Well,
dude, on his birthday, he goes, "Guess what, dude? She got fucked." That's what
Yeah. Bobby's like, guess what, idiot? You drove by it.
Hey, I know you really want this. Fuck you, though.
He's like, hey, you know what? You saw George T. Stagg being poured. He did a barrel pick. Guess what, idiot? You drove by it.
It's really good too.
it's like the best ever.
Oh, there we go. Now Sam's like, oh, it's the best.
Like, so good. It's really yummy.
I just want to rub it on my loins. It's amazing.
Dude, the store pick that we knew of before this, like sold out in I think 2 or 3 days.
3 days.
This one that my in-law, my father-in-law got this one for me, and all they had left was pints, and it was the 4th day, and they were like, we sold out of everything pretty quick. We kind of like were holding these until like a little bit. It's like, holy shit.
There you go, our store picks.
Yeah.
They happen like significantly less often than all of the other ones.
God.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Except the Weller full proofs that Jason apparently just sits to go on all the time.
Yeah, they're just like, hey man, you want to go? It's cool.
Just flush with it.
Yeah. Okay, so hey Jason, I'll get you an Eagle Rare store pick, and you get me a Weller full proof store pick that you went on, and we'll call it. I'll give you even more money.
Wash.
Hey, listen, man. If whatever the liquor store allows me to buy, I'm getting as much as I can, so that could happen.
If you do for real, yeah.
I'm gonna see that listing
Absolutely.
on
Every one
secondary.
of us.
3 cases of it.
It's Jason selling 32 full proof.
Man, I really like that basement.
All right, we are on round 4.
4. Question 2.
Hold on, I got an integrity check here. So the Linux Cat posted in Discord, and I re-looked, and go ahead and take away my Peerless one.
Oh,
So,
wait, why?
Because they were put out of business by Prohibition, and Prohibition forced them to sell off their stock and go out of business. So they were not granted a license. They sold their stock to distilleries that did have licenses. So
holy shit. You guys are amazing to fucking fact check that stuff like that.
Listen, Linux Cat? Is that Linux Cat?
Yeah.
You're back on the team, dude. You're back on the team.
I need y'all.
Adam Gaston said, "I'll grab an Eagle Rare store pick for each of you as long as they're still there tomorrow." He said he tagged all the channels, all of them.
Wow, Adam Gaston. Wow,
dude, that would be. Hey, I will gladly pay you cost plus shipping for the Eagle Rare.
Yeah, me too. Not only is he named after a beloved character in Beauty and the Beast, but he's a cool guy.
Yeah, Gaston was a really good character.
Wasn't he the bad guy?
Why did that fucking get me so bad?
Because we're in a Canadian club.
Oh my god. That would be awesome, though, Adam. Appreciate that, bud.
Which one are you doing?
ADHD Fishing says Bobby has to drink double for being humble and.
I was just gonna say that. Sure, it's great now you're taking the point away, but he needs to drink something.
All right,
yeah, drink your top bottle.
You can drink out of the. You can drink that Riviera from the.
You want the Riviera?
Yeah,
drink the Riviera.
I'll drink the Riviera.
It can't be that bad.
Riviera?
Hey, boys, ride a cowboy.
It's better than the rice whiskey.
He's like, I'll drink that.
Look, he's chugging it.
Do it.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
I married that motherfucker,
it's all
guys.
over my beard.
It is all over your beard.
Okay, so round 4, question number 2.
Not that one.
Not this one? You want this to be the last
Hold
one?
on. Turning off the chat. Locked in.
Okay. I didn't know this one, so
yeah, I didn't know this one either.
it's not probably exactly what you think it would be. That'll be the hint.
Oh, gee, thanks for the help.
Hey, I will give you. Okay, wait, Chris. I'll narrow it down. There's only 49 other answers.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Thank you.
49.
Real quick before you do this, I just want. Why did we bring a middle one? Because I feel like we've only been drinking a good one or a bad one the whole time.
Sean was supposed to be managing this. Whoever got the second closest was supposed to drink their middle one.
Oh,
But that's only on this round, and I forgot about that.
All right. Well,
Game host.
I'm just gonna pour my middle one now.
Games.
Yeah, Sean, you're dumb at games.
That's fair. I forgot. Yeah, so when we get to the 4th and 5th round, the second closest answer gets their second bottle, and then the people that lose. Just
I know. Sean was the guy when they played D&D growing up with the cape and the wand.
I never played D&D.
I am the game master.
So that one would have been Sam. Would have been second closest.
Motherfuckers, I'm drinking Redneck Riviera.
What the fuck?
Not your McKenna 10.
Not my McKenna 10. I'm going for the
Okay.
same horse riding.
Well, the next question, which Sean will actually pay attention to the order of
Sorry,
answers.
forgot we were.
I guess this will be a geographically closest.
Okay.
Doesn't know, man.
What state has the state beverage of whiskey?
What?
Apparently, I didn't know this.
There
till
is one
today.
state in the United States that their state beverage is whiskey.
Really?
I'm sorry again. I don't know how to answer. You asked the fucking worst questions, dude.
Yeah, because I'm tired of drinking.
What state has the state beverage
Of whiskey.
So like their national beverage is whiskey.
Well,
Their
no,
state
they're-
beverage.
Yeah.
Their state beverage. Is what I mean.
And what's this based like based on what?
It's
The fucking state.
You know how like Kentucky has like a state bird?
yeah.
Yeah. Like
They
the
have a
cardinal.
So this is official.
I
Is
didn't
this
know.
official?
This is official. You can Wikipedia this.
This isn't something that like Maxim magazine said. This is an official like state recognized thing.
Well, I can tell you one person in the chat has it. 2 persons in the chats has it.
Check
All right, I got a guess.
Check the chat.
I'm not. I'm going by the state that I know that.
Yeah,
actually,
You know what? Let's put it this way. It's the state spirit.
The state
Yeah.
spirit.
I have a
every
guess. I actually,
every
my
state
answer
has
is
a
not. I don't
drink.
know.
This one is a state spirit.
Probably wrong.
This sounds
All
like
right.
like a bootleg.
I know it's
I'll go
milk
first.
they drink. so
Delaware also has milk.
a lot of places actually have milk.
What is Michigan?
I don't cherry juice.
It had to be
Fucking
milk.
no.
Milk sounds right for the Midwest.
Fago, bro. Fago.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
sure. That's a good point, dude.
I don't know my own, but I know this state's.
All right.
All right, Chris.
Oh God.
I'll say Tennessee. I'm guessing.
That was my guess too. Tennessee.
Yeah, because Kentucky is probably mint julep.
Yeah.
It's
So-
too obvious. Kentucky's too obvious.
Yeah.
What was Jason's guess?
I'm looking at my shelf.
Did you say Tennessee too, Bobby?
Bobby said Tennessee too.
Okay.
I would probably guess Tennessee, but because everyone else did, I don't know. I'm gonna say.
Fuck
I'm gonna
you.
say, I'm gonna say Florida.
Okay, hold on just a second.
That's orange juice.
Because Sean's wrong. Chat is telling us
I'm not wrong.
there are 2 states with this drink.
Oh.
Oh,
Ooh.
What?
That's what chat's telling us, Sean. Way to research your question.
Okay.
Florida got some check.
What's the second one?
I'm looking it up. Listen, chat. Hey, chat, if there are 2, okay, I know both of them now.
I do know that Wisconsin
Alabama.
Wisconsin supposedly consumes the most alcohol in one given state.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That doesn't surprise me at all, Jason. I've been to Wisconsin. There's not shit else to do there.
No,
Yeah. I do know Wisconsin is like #1 in consuming alcohol, and that includes beer, wine, and whiskey.
Dude, I don't doubt that. I have been to a wedding in Wisconsin, and I almost fucking died. Those people know how to fucking drink. And these are the people that we go to their housewarming party. It's on their 3rd year because their house isn't quite warm enough. And so they have a housewarming party every year that they just go and drink.
Okay,
nice.
so 3 of you guessed Tennessee and Jason guessed Florida. Is Jason the
Florida.
farthest away? For both of those?
It would be the
Yeah.
Florida. It would be the farthest
Jason
away.
gets to drink some Jeptha.
Yeah.
All
Wait,
right.
what's the actual answer?
Alabama and Virginia.
I didn't know Virginia. I knew Alabama.
Wait, so we get to pour a middle one here?
You guys are all tied.
Yeah.
You pour middles, we get Cleveland.
All right.
And I get the dirty water dog.
You get the Jeptha.
Dirty water,
Red
dog.
Durst is having the hot dog flavored water.
Dude, all right, real quick, we got to get Bourbon Frenzy because I have learned so much from Jason tonight that high school diploma really paid off.
It did. It did. I took whiskey 101.
Bourbon Frenzy, thank you
I'm not
for the
friendly
donation. We're going to choose you with Cleveland because those are the rules, and I follow them. Stop being a bitch and follow the rules.
Hey, I'm drinking the Jepta right with you, man. There you go, Dan. I'm drinking the Jepta, buddy. Oh, it's so bad.
Milk.
Oh my God.
Sam looked it up. Tennessee's was milk.
Tennessee's is milk too.
Yeah.
Ohio is tomato juice.
How did you shoot that?
Yeah.
Why is that a different color?
Okay,
Iowa tomato juice and Kentucky
tomato
juice,
juice is the
ALA
shittiest drink
and
ever.
milk.
Yeah.
Milk, yeah, milk seemed to be on a
Hey,
lot
he's
when
got
I
a
just
coin
looked.
coming.
David Hatton, you do have a coin coming, good
I
sir.
filled that out.
Wait, how did he send us a super chat on your channel?
Are you just watching our chat?
No, it's just funniest
He's joking.
YouTubers.
Oh,
wow. Okay, listen, you're a dad and I'm a dad. I'm gonna accept your joke. I'm gonna accept it. We're
I
both
don't
fathers.
accept it.
I get it.
I was like, legitimately was like, wait, how the fuck did he do that?
You're confused as shit.
Yeah,
Silly Sean.
David Hatton, thank you for the super chat, sir. Says, here's to the funniest whiskey tubers going. That was, I'm
All of
sure
us.
that was meant to this group of whiskey tubers. Bobby's being a real dickhead right now.
Little dick.
that was meant to be
Real
shared.
McAsshole.
Real McAsshole. Later on, remind me to tell you guys. I'll tell you later. Never mind.
So I still, to this very moment, and I wish Chris was here for this. I'm going to say this, and Chris is included in my
You
statement.
go from bottom to top.
What?
What?
The fuck are you talking about?
I was just having an orgasm because I just went from Cleveland to.
I'm in the middle of a
Georgia
fucking
Stag.
statement. You
Oh.
keep your thoughts to yourself for a second. So I still, to this moment, say that our Whiskey Tube live stream at Jason's with Chris drunk as fuck in the chat.
Probably
One of the greatest Whiskey Tube live streams that's ever taken place.
He was the star of the show, and he wasn't there.
Dude, Chris was
That was awesome,
typing
right?
with his ass cheeks at
Here,
some point.
it
That
was
night, dude.
like- I'll put it in back. It kind of went like this.
When I watch that live stream back, one of my favorite moments is I'm obviously starting to feel the whiskey, and I take a sip, and I'm like, "This smells like an orchard." And you guys just look at me, and we just start busting out laughing.
That was great.
You're like, "You idiot! Stop apple picking."
Like you're carrying the purse. And you're
Yeah, I said no. I was carrying the purse and climbing the tree and throwing apples down at people.
Yeah.
was funny.
ADHD Fishing says Sean is like a child walking into the middle of a movie and wants to know what's going on. That's exactly how Sean's brain works.
Yeah.
If you've ever seen the movie Up, you know
Squirrel.
the dog that's like squirrel. That's
Oh.
exactly Sean's
So
brain.
what just happened is I just went from Cleveland to Georgia Stag, and my brain was like short circuited and was like, I don't know anything other than what's just happening right now.
All right. We're on round number 4 still.
Question number 3.
Question number 3, last question.
Cover up chat.
cover up chat.
All right.
Cover up the chat.
That's
Or at least pretend to.
Go. At least pretend to, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. As of 2018, I'd like to apologize for this question in the middle of it.
I found a little bit of dated information.
So this is another one. If you're fucking close.
Asterisk.
Asterisk.
As of 2018, how many distilleries are in Kentucky?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
All of Kentucky.
Chris.
Okay.
Yeah.
it's closest to the answer.
And we'll win in 2018.
But and do they count being on the trail? Is
And-
it official?
Nope. It's just in the whole state.
Okay.
Yep.
Jeez.
I know the number I was told today about my beautiful tour guide.
Come on.
Oh, I bet she was a whore.
Fucker.
Listen, Jason, you know what's going to make me really happy? When your answer is right and Sean's is wrong again.
Ain't gonna happen.
Good Lord.
Well, I mean, it's 2019, bro.
That's your football number. It's not a fucking guess.
All right, Chris.
72.
Wait, hold on. Before we move on, Mr. Bill says Chris can leave chat on.
Honestly though. It would-
Oh my god.
I need the hand.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What do you got, Jason?
73.
Oh fuck! Are you serious?
Price is right his ass.
I fucking. Oh my god! Are you serious?
I would like to bid $1.
Sam and Bobby.
Oh, my number's really low. I said 18.
I guessed my football number of 39.
Okay. Chris, I'm
Chris!
so happy to tell you
Winner,
you won.
winner, chicken dinner.
Yeah. Yeah.
68.
68, dude.
Okay.
Dude, no,
so
that's bad.
I am waiting for the fucking.
Hey, Sean. Hey,
Like,
Sean.
here's
Hey,
what my
Sean.
source.
Hey, Sean, did you do the research for that? Because you're wrong.
It was end of 2018.
It's 73 right now. I'm telling you.
No, hey.
The question,
you didn't
the
hear
question was because Sean's dumb and can't get up to date data. As of 2018, how many distilleries
say
in
that.
Kentucky?
As of 2018, I was just told today it was 73 distilleries.
What 2019, bro?
What did he guess? What did Chris guess?
73.
Jason came in second with 73.
Yeah.
You two both came in last.
Yeah, it's fine.
We're drinking rice whiskey.
Yeah, we don't care.
Listen, I'm so in on that Jameson shit. Like, I want to switch places with Sam at this point.
Yeah.
It sucks. You can have it.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. That was a completely blind guess. 72. I cannot believe that.
And then Jason tried to.
How do you? I have when I just Googled how many distilleries are in Kentucky, 73 comes up.
Thank you. Done.
As of June, of
Where did you get
as
your
of June 19th of 2018,
Oh yeah.
would
This
you-
article is June 19th, 2018,
And that's-
73 distilleries.
and that's Biz
Mine
Journal.
was USA Today, and it was in like
USA Today. That's fake news.
Was it
But
January
propaganda.
2018?
I don't know. I don't know the actual fucking month it was made, but it was in.
First of all, why would you pick a question that's as of 2018? Why don't you do it the year we're in?
As of
Yeah.
1998.
Yeah, all you have to do. I Googled how many distilleries
get
in
these
Kentucky in
You
2018.
know what makes me really happy?
Chris is right.
Just give me this.
No,
just
sorry.
give me
Chris
this
is
win,
wrong.
please. Just give me this
Jason's
win,
right.
please.
Listen,
Bourbon junkies need to drink all the Cleveland.
I will say,
I refereed this because I'm in last fucking place and I can do what I want. I don't follow your fucking rules.
And again, I would like to thank my beautiful tour guide today for the right answer.
Chris gets to at least drink his middle bottle if he wants.
Yes, Chris can drink his the Russells.
All
I
right.
will also say, I told Sean these were dumb questions in chat. It's written down.
Yeah.
Don't got mad at me.
Nope.
I'm glad everybody else is on my side.
Hey, let's give Chris a pity point anyway, though.
Yes.
Give
Yeah.
give it to him.
I will 100% take it without any shame or regret.
I'm
We
gonna
have
drink
to hold the gauntlet down on
bottle
you bitches.
because Sean put you guys through this. So
I don't know.
Oh, it's so good when it hits your lips.
it's just not. Ooh. It's just not.
It's just not.
Trevor says Bourbinsane drinks the Russells, Bourbon Junkies drinks Ashland, Mash and Drum for president.
Fuck, is that bad?
Oh fuck! It's not better out of the bottle.
Holy fuck, dude. That literally gets worse and worse.
Captain, make it happen. Captain, make it happen. I did want to ask the tour guide out, but she was mad.
Next time, Sam, pick Next time we play this, I'm picking the fucking questions.
Go ahead.
I'm so in. This should
Yeah.
be a game we consistently take place.
Yeah.
in.
This can be done
Sure.
again for sure.
Yeah, we'll switch hosts like every time we do it.
Because
Yeah.
I feel like Sean's questions are like, I'm thinking of a number 1 through
8
97.
million.
Yeah, man. You guys,
It might be a decimal.
yeah.
Exactly what happens.
So
Listen.
I'm thinking of pi. But you have to give the 10 digits after the 1 4.
It's 3.141589792 Oh shit! I'm gonna get this wrong.
You didn't get to 10. Nobody cares.
Wait, you got to 9.
You got to 9.
My questions will be if I do this, my questions are gonna be hard.
ADHD
Yeah.
says, put me in, coach. Maybe, as maybe your old would say, this is getting fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. Hey, we had to pick hard questions, so we weren't drinking Cleveland all night.
We really did. Listen, Chris got some wrong early.
Okay, Jason
I
got
have
the
2
first
right, bitches.
6 fucking
Two.
right.
Only Jason.
All
It
right.
wasn't a problem if
We
one
were
person got it
still
right.
drinking Cleveland from that.
No, bud, we weren't. We didn't. We drank Stag on.
Hey, I guess 3.14159265359. Just saying.
8779323846626. No, I'm already wrong.
The Linux cat just said, "Wait until Bourbinsane picks the questions." Revenge.
Oh, that's 1,000% accurate.
Yeah.
That's partially your fault.
Yeah.
I mean,
You.
No. He's gonna be like, what are the most ridiculous questions?
Yeah. Chris is gonna be like, spell chrysanthemum.
You. No? All right.
Wait, What round are we done with round 4?
That is round 4.
Listen, I'm gonna try to filter round 5 questions for you guys, or make them up on the spot, so they're less controversial.
I don't know. Jason had insider information on
Jason's
fucking
got
everything.
some crazy info. Now, my problem is now I can't ask some of these questions. Okay, this one I think is true.
All right, cool.
Let's start
I'm gonna
there.
Google things real
Let's
quick.
start there.
I think it's true.
Round 5, question 1.
Oh my god!
All right.
After this is going to be another closest one.
Okay.
After Prohibition ended, which was in 33 or some shit.
I knew that. Spoiler.
December 5th, 1933.
How long did it take James Beam to get his distillery running? Closest guess wins. I'll Google it while you guys are fucking writing.
What? So wait. So what do we mean by running? Like putting out a product, or producing a product, or barreling a product,
Or just
Sean,
opening.
what's the answer to that question?
Just opening.
Running.
What the hell?
Hold on. I'll tell you in a second. You don't have to answer yet. Just a second. Well, don't Google James Beam because it just says 45,000 barrels of bourbon still burning. That's what it says if you Google that.
The one question I got right.
Yeah, I have ad blocker. Shut
All
up.
right. I don't.
How did you find these fucking questions or answers?
Random shit.
No, because you didn't even find the fucking answers. How'd you find these questions?
What do you mean I didn't find the answers?
Well, you were kind of iffy on the answers so far.
Is that one wrong?
I don't know. I can't find the question.
All right.
Do you guys have guesses?
I'll,
guess
I'll-
this
yeah.
really
I don't even
drastically
know.
wrong. You know what? I'm gonna give a hint. Sean's answer is less than you would expect it to be. That's a fair hint.
Okay.
That's a fair hint.
Sean's answer or Sean's actual, like, what he found?
What Sean said he found.
I'll link it in our fucking chat.
What Sean said he found is less than I would have expected it to. I guessed, because Sean asked me this question, I guessed drastically higher than this number.
Okay.
Sean has it written in days, not years. Let's put it that way.
Oh.
I feel like hints are fair at this point.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I thought it was only a couple months, so I'm gonna say 2 months, or I guess in days. What, 60 days? I guess.
60 days is your guess?
Jason?
It's 120 days.
Fuck off.
Damn it, Bobby.
Oh, Bobby
So-
Teller
so no-
legit has.
I guessed 121 days.
Okay.
121.
And I'm just going to pour my Jameson.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sam guessed 119.
You know that.
Hey, you want to just tell me why you know it's 120 days?
Because when I did the review for Jim Beam Repeal Batch, that whole bottle is based on the entire story of the Prohibition and how long the
It's
story is
literally
literally on the
printed
side
on
of
the
Hold on, he's
side.
talking. Relax.
the story is literally on the side of the bottle. 120 days after Prohibition it opened. So
We own the bottle, fucker.
You've read the Jim Beam bottle.
Fuck yes.
Nope.
To be fair, I read every fucking bottle we have, and Bobby gets so mad at me because in our
You do
reviews,
it while we're trying to
well,
record.
yeah, like we're like trying to record, and I'm like, okay, Redneck Riviera is a full-bodied, delicately smooth
I
spirit.
don't read that bullshit.
Ooh, vanilla open.
Oh yeah, we make fun of that bullshit.
I do it all the time.
Damn, dude, I can't believe you fucking knew it was 120. You had
Hey
to Google
Bobby,
that,
you
right?
have second place.
You had to Google that, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
But I was trying to bring up the.
At
article
least
that I
Jason
have.
said you were right.
Yeah.
I'm relying on Jason's answers more than what you wrote on
Yeah.
the paper at this point.
This hurts my feelings.
Yeah,
Too long, though.
you guys do you for a minute.
I also had ones that were omitted out of your questions too.
What's that mean?
Like you just didn't.
Peerless?
Yeah.
No, that was wrong. No, he corrected himself. That was wrong.
Oh, hey, yeah, listen to this guy. He's calling you out.
Linux Cat said he was wrong. Steve A, I just checked my bottle. ... 120 days. That's crazy, man. We've
Yeah.
definitely not read Jim Beam.
Literally the story is on the side of the bottle. I like filmed it and did the whole review. Yeah, 120.
Okay.
True facts.
I'm glad that was like.
Honestly, I thought
the
that
number.
one was going to be a lot harder than it was for Jason, apparently. That's round 4. No, that's round 5. Holy shit.
Dude, honestly, Chris guessed 60. What did I
That's
guess?
crazy.
A year and a half or some shit?
Yeah, you
I
guessed
guess
way
like
higher.
2 years or some shit.
Now wait, I just like to point out that I just pulled a random number out of the air and I was
I
one
know
day
you
off.
guessed 121 at randomly.
Randomly.
That's
pretty
amazing.
good.
That's crazy. Like that's like a Rain Man shit.
I was thinking when he said days and not years, and I'm like, okay, so it's probably a few months, 4 months, and then some change.
Yeah, and just to reiterate, Cap and Make It Happen, I agree. You said for like $12, $13 bottle, Jim Beam Repeal Batch is actually a pretty damn good bottle.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to blow you away, but the fact that it's unchill filtered, it definitely makes a difference.
So Expel
86 proof.
Expel 23 said, I didn't like the repeal batch. Sad face. I will say,
We didn't either.
I didn't like it because Jim Beam repeal batch, like they made it this limited edition, this fucking like big deal, I guess you'd call it.
It feels like it's Jim Beam.
And it feels like it's not a big deal, which bothered the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't like. I know there were a lot of people who did like the whiskey. My problem is like with the whiskey, don't make that a limited edition.
Yeah.
Just call it what it is. You made like a different Jim Beam, right? And you called it Repeal Batch and pushed it out. It was fucking everywhere. Like it's not like limited or anything like that.
Outside of Jim Beam.
It was like a $16 or $17 bottle. It's not like a
18,
special
I think,
dollar
actually.
special bottle.
What am I listening to?
I think Sam and Bobby were.
I mean, the only thing they did to it was just non-filter it. So
that was the difference between repeal batch and non-repeal and white label, the non-chill filtering.
it was a higher proof and it's non-chill filtered.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know what to do.
Cap and Make It Happen said, not wrong. I agree. It should be on the court. Like that's the thing. Like I know that a lot of people liked it more than the white label. So just start making that your white label.
Yeah, and I would say I agree with the chat. It is nutty. It's a nutty bourbon, man. It's like it's good.
That's Jim Beam, man. That's
Jim Beam funk, man. It's that honey roasted peanut, man. It's good stuff.
Yeah, that is the very essence of what Jim Beam is.
What I will say is we didn't get the.
I do not like Jim Beam, but I like a lot of Jim Beam products.
Well, what I will say is we.
then you like Jim Beam.
Yeah.
Kinda.
We don't on the white label. The waxiness is there, and on the repeal batch, the waxiness doesn't exist, but the nuttiness is like crazy.
Oh
so
my god, through the roof.
Yeah, it's 86 proof and non-chill filtered, and for the money, listen, for a $12, $13 bottle, I mean, if that's regularly available and wasn't a limited edition, it'd be damn good to sip on.
They pay people to live in Ohio.
I think it was $18.99 here for that repeal batch.
Yep.
I think something like that. It was.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean 18? What do you mean $18.99?
That's how much it cost.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We also don't get like the Cool Heaven Hills, that they fucking discontinued and shit like that.
Zero.
So.
We get nada out of that. We don't actually get hills. Period.
We do. We get the 40%, not the 50%.
Not the good ones.
Oh,
like those are Sam and Bobby are fucking balling out.
But those are distillery only.
Exactly.
Okay.
We could have.
What about us?
What? Oh, they're here.
Sorry, our dog peed on our steps.
No, Sean just mentioned that like we don't get like you guys obviously have the distillery only releases, having Heaven Hill down there.
Oh yeah. Come on down. Come visit.
Right.
We're trying.
Oh.
Sam, what was Bobby's football number?
Telephone number?
No, football number.
Oh, 39.
39.
Oh, mine was 23.
Oh.
Jason, you should have just agreed, and she was about to say his cell phone number.
I would have just been like, "Oh, let me put it out there." And then you guys all text Bobby Zeller.
Yeah. 555 fofo
867-5309. Give it on out.
He's back. Our dog peed down our steps. Baxter's a dick.
He's old and angry.
Yeah. Nobody let him out. Damn it, Zeth. I'm just kidding. We didn't tell him to.
Or that.
What time is it?
All right, so
Okay.
let's Spencer Mav. I just want to say Spencer Mav said just popped in to say, "Way to go, Bourbonsane." I would assume he's talking about the 1K subs, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Thanks, buddy.
That's it. Now that's it. You get to ask
You're there.
you get to ask YouTube to monetize you and wait a few weeks before they give you the answer to make sure you don't say anything bad, and then they take 35% of your money. It's awesome.
Yay.
What do we
I'm
Yeah.
so pumped. I can't wait.
Yeah, but you get super chats, which is good.
Hey, there you go.
That's right.
These
Yep.
two. The most.
I got them.
Yeah, I can't
These
wait.
are going to be really controversial.
Yeah, I can't wait.
These are going to be so controversial. How?
Let's hear it.
What was our tiebreaker? We had a tiebreaker.
Oh, that was a good one.
Where is it?
Another sheet. For sure.
Nope, those are my sheets, bud.
It's gotta be
Did you
another
have two?
one. Other side. That one.
The problem is I missed the
That
last
one's
question.
Oh my
The last
God,
20
I
minutes
can't
I've been
read that
speaking
I'll
Canadian.
read that right
Moving
now.
on.
Closest year wins.
You guys
All right.
Closest year. Okay, so this should be a loaded question.
Yeah. No, this one you actually can't fuck up. Like me, I can't fuck up.
Yes, you can.
This is an actual given date.
I know, bud. They can get the year wrong.
Yeah, no, I know.
All
Well,
right,
that's fucking up.
all right,
Yeah,
go for it.
it's not
Read the question.
not one that Jason's gonna be like, you're fucking wrong. It's this.
Oh, okay. It's not debatable.
Yeah.
That's a better
In
one.
what year did whiskey replace William in the NATO phonetic alphabet?
What the
Good
fuck?
luck.
Oh.
What
Okay.
the Sean?
So it used to be William
William Tango Foxtrot.
William Tango Foxtrot,
Yep.
and now it's
That was
Whiskey Tango
Whiskey
Foxtrot.
Tango Foxtrot. That was supposed to be our tiebreaker.
Yeah, but it's less debatable than the other two questions Sean wrote down.
Yep.
So, dude, Captain Make It Happen just said WTF in 3 separate posts. These are the fucking questions Sean picked for everybody, by the way, chat.
Dan,
Just want
wrote
everybody
down
to know that.
like 3,
Nope, I had 8, actually.
7.
I had 8.
Count. them.
I had 8, 4 on each side of my paper at home.
Let me see it. Yeah, at home. How many you got here?
I'll send you a picture tomorrow.
How many you got here? 6?
Expel 23 said Sean is a national treasure if you live in a third world country.
2. Well, there's 4 on here. Dan contributed 5 questions tonight out of 15.
I had 8 at home.
So I had made some ridiculous questions in case we needed them.
Everyone you made was slightly ridiculous.
Yeah,
Okay, I just wanted to confirm that.
but you contributed nothing.
All right, so do you guys want to guess?
Sorry.
Oh, God.
I say
It's supposed to be a tiebreaker.
The other
I-
ones are going to be really. I don't know that they're
Apparently
wrong. I just know that they're
controversial.
debatable
Yeah,
because they're numbers.
yeah.
Chris, go ahead.
I'll say 1966. Pick up
Okay.
stick.
Jason,
1955.
Sam, and Bobby.
I guessed 1965, and that was not a dickhead move against Chris. I literally had it written down already.
It 100% is a dickhead move against Chris.
It was 100%.
Wait, so yours was 65. What was Chris's?
60. He made
66. It was
I guess
66.
67. I guess 67.
So Jason wins.
Jason wins. 'cause it's
Jason wins.
1956.
Oh, 1 year off. Shit. That was a complete guess.
It's okay. When Sean asked me this question tonight, Sean asked me this question, and I said,
Sam, you're in second.
"What is the NATO phonetic alphabet?" So,
And it was like whiskey, foxtrot. He's like, oh, yeah.
That's actually kind of a cool question. I like that one, Sean. Props
That
on
was
that.
a good one. That was a good question.
Yeah,
how was
I like,
that?
I like that one.
Oh, okay. You
How
guys want
the fuck-
another fun one?
Listen, we weren't even
That
going to
one.
read that question.
Last question right there.
That was like one of your best ones.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one, man.
Okay, yep. If you like that one, this will be a good one. Yep, I agree. No, this is the first thing you've done right tonight. All right. We're just gonna go to the next fucking question.
Oh,
Why not?
fuck, I'm so done with this.
Fuck it. No, because honestly, this is probably a better question than these two for
For sure,
for
yeah.
our current situation. Okay. Who was right and who was second?
So we have Jason as being right.
Of
at
fucking course he was.
1955, he's 1 year off. And then Sam being second at 1965, the
Damn.
lowest of the other
She
three.
straight screwed Chris over right there. And
Yeah.
he even called it. He
She
said,
lowballed him.
all right.
She's
Unbelievable.
like, no, I had it wrote down. I promise.
Hashtag sorry, not sorry.
Hashtag 1920 Prohibition.
This is a cool. So some of these questions that Sean came up with were just like cool facts.
History facts,
Is that a
yeah.
word to say?
Yeah.
Like they were just like interesting information, but nobody would know what the fuck they were.
Yeah.
This will be
Well, it
one of
should
those
be.
that was like
Yeah.
cool to know.
Well, let's give it a
If
go.
Jason knows this, I just
If
throw
Jason gets this
chair-
right,
I
Jason
throw
loses
my
the whole
chair
thing.
out this window
Yep.
right here, and I go home.
Jason loses
I'm
if he
here.
gets this one right. Let's put it that way.
I lose if I get this right.
If you're fucking cheating, if you get this
Dude,
right,
if you know this,
Yeah.
it's good. for you.
Jason,
if you're within 1 year of this, you're cheating.
All right, you close chat. Everyone close chat.
If you win, you have to drink Jephthah.
If I win, oh my god,
you win. Yeah.
I want to lose right now. Holy crap,
Yeah.
it's so bad.
Okay, so we're gonna ask third question, fifth round, final question. When was the first ad for bourbon printed?
Oh wow.
It was printed in Paris, Kentucky.
Sorry.
Has anybody ever been to Paris, Kentucky? I have. It's a nothing there.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It was a fun little thing.
It's outside of Lexington. It's not that far from Lexington.
Oh shit! So it's close then.
Yeah. So like I
I
said,
wonder. So in my head, what I'm thinking through is whiskey already was a thing. Bourbon was
Yeah.
a thing.
Yeah.
For X amount of time.
Yeah.
Because the weird thing is marketing didn't really start to the mid 1900s. Like that's when marketing exploded for real. So in the mid 19 and I only know
yeah,
this
like
because of Ricky.
printing press.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like ad agencies became a huge thing.
Yeah.
In the mid 1900s, that's when ads.
His wife does that.
Yeah. So the only reason I know that's because of her.
Yeah.
She said in the mid 1900s, cigarettes became huge
Yeah,
because of marketing like that. This is far before the mid 1950s. I'll tell you guys that.
Yeah.
That's a fair hint.
Well, you just helped Sam.
Yep.
This is a ridiculous date.
I just guessed. It's fine.
All right,
Wait,
Chris.
So you don't want? So do you? Oh man, you're gonna hate me. Do you want the year?
Yes.
No,
All we
wait.
want is the year.
Okay, apparently Jason's going
Jason
last.
already
Who
knows
knows?
what the
Jason
fuck it
knows.
is.
Jason can go fucking last. Chris.
Oh god. I'm gonna say 1882.
All right, Bobby.
I guessed 1876.
Sam.
I said 1924.
All right, Jason, just give me the fucking.
This is like Slumdog Millionaire. Jason's
Yeah.
like, well, today
Yeah.
when I was at the
Yeah.
distillery and I actually saw the first print.
Yeah, and my
First
little
of all, I'm in marketing, and that was like one of the first. Like I don't know. I just like geek out about that stuff, and I literally have looked up. I looked up when the first ad was. I think it was 1820. I think
You can
Motherfucker.
suck a dick.
You-
It's 1821.
1821. All right.
You
That was
lost, sir.
Pull out that Jephthah. Should have got it wrong.
I said if you are 1 year off, you lose. And you were literally a year off.
Holy shit! Yeah, you were. Holy
Yeah, I
fuck.
thought it was 1820, but yeah, when I was doing some research on some of the old advertisements for bourbon after I watched the movie Neat, because they showed a couple of different ads, and I was like, oh man, I wonder when the first one was, and yeah, I kind of looked it up, and I thought it was in the 1820s at some point.
So you know what's
You like
funny?
it?
All my super hard questions.
I had mixed
Jason
feelings
fucking-
about Neat.
What'd you say?
Did you like Neat? The show?
I haven't watched it
I
yet.
did not watch it yet.
It's good.
I felt like I
yeah.
really liked the history portion of it, but
Yeah.
when they like follow people around, like the girl going to drink at
Yeah, these ambassadors that just
Or
look
like-
like whores
or
with
like
tattoos.
or like
Yeah.
oh this guy's a really good bartender. Like I don't care about that. I liked the history stuff of it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I liked Freddie, and like there was a lot of
And
things
it was,
I really liked.
yeah,
about it,
and
but
Hot
there-
Marianne until she's like, fuck the bourbon community. I'm not doing that shit anymore.
And
like, whatever.
I just liked all the footage, like the footage of the distilleries and the barrels and all that. That's
Mhm.
what interests me.
Yeah, I thought the bourbon Pompeii thing was kind of interesting, and some of this stuff that they touched on with how they source grains was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bartender stuff. But you know what? I realized why they do have to. The bartenders is really kind of what the hipster bartenders is really what helped bring bourbon back. So
Right.
I understand why they highlighted them, and it's for good reason.
Yeah.
Isn't
You're
that
right.
isn't that such a weird thing that I know that Wild Turkey seemingly does some like events and appreciation things for
Yeah, they do an entire camp for a weekend in Kentucky called Camp Run Amok.
Mhm.
Yeah, you were telling us about
Just
that too.
happened.
Yeah, they basically invite bartenders from all across the country to come and eat different. All the distilleries do something different throughout the entire. I don't remember how long it was. I don't know if it's like 3 days, 4 days, but they all get to go and try exclusive exclusive whiskeys from all these brands, and they can start kind of thinking about what they want to do with it as far as a cocktail. So yeah, I mean they really do give back to the bartenders for good reason.
Mm-hmm.
It's such an interesting thing because that's not where you would guess. If you had to think about it, it's not where you would probably guess that it came back from.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess a lot of the repeat customers are going to be people who go back to the bar. So if the bartender's saying this is the good stuff, you're going to go back to it, I guess.
I know, like when I went to California, I was sitting at a bar and I was sitting at I think it was like called 7 Grand or something, and this guy and this girl came and sat next to me, and he was asking the bartender what to drink, and the bartender actually recommended Nika because he's like, I don't know what I want. He's like, do you guys have? Or he was like, you got to try this Nika coffee grain or coffee malt, one of the two.
Yeah.
And he was like, they discontinued it. And the funny thing was, the guy sitting next to me looks up at the bartender and he goes, listen, I know you're just pitching it like that, so I'll buy it. And he's like, but I'll give it a shot anyways. I looked at him, I go, dude, seriously, that stuff is discontinued. It's not fucking with you right now.
Yeah.
And then that guy ended up being from fucking Michigan, which is super weird. But needless to say, it was like Chris was just saying, like it's bartenders like pushing certain whiskeys and stuff like that. That very weird.
So
man.
basically, Bobby was a dick for talking shit about bartenders.
No, I get their role, but on a documentary about it,
Well, maybe it was the bartenders they picked too. They weren't.
They
could have.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the bartenders in the documentary kind of just seem inserted, a little bit disconnected from the rest of it. And until I will say when Jackie Zykin, when they kind of followed her and and actually talked to some bartenders that she knows, I felt like it was more fluid. But then all of a sudden, but the other ones they just kind of dropped in, like, oh, this is how I make a
yes. That was the lame. Yeah.
So I will say, I just walked out and it was like, I was talking to Gabby real quick while I got some water. It was like, holy shit! I picked questions that I thought were gonna be like people were way far off of. I didn't know Jason was gonna know every goddamn answer.
Jason.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I say collusion.
I was like, dude, I picked really hard questions, and I was like, oh yeah, people will be like way far off, like high.
I talked to Gabby pre-show, so the joke.
God damn it! I knew it, collusion. Yeah, I was like, Jason knows way too much.
Expel 23 says the weirdest people from Michigan. I have at least 2 examples. Dude, you have 3 on this one live stream right now.
Dan, yeah.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Yeah, and I wrote I'm a dork, and I admit it. I'm a wicked dork.
Dude, you really killed it. Like way above what I thought, and even dreamed of.
What was the finals? Let's go final scores real quick.
I don't want that. All right.
Chris said, "Let's not." Don't say Chris's score.
All you have to do, you don't have to see a score. You just have to look at the fill level of the Canadian club.
Yeah. Jonas says Jason is a Russian bot for damn sure, dude.
I like
if you add everyone's score together.
What score is that? 4?
I drink the whiskey and the vodka.
Jason might have, well, we'll put it this way. Jason may or may not have gotten 11 right out of 15.
That's impressive.
That's ridiculous.
No, I made the 5th round was not supposed to be fucking right.
You mean answered correctly?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was supposed to be like a little bit more ambiguous. Like, yeah, closest will get it, and then he fucking answered them all exact.
No, I was off
Yeah,
a
Chris,
year.
they wanna know
I was
enough
off.
to
I was
remember.
off a year on the first ad.
Oh
That's
yeah,
all-
shot.
Dude,
Just a little.
wait, hold on, just a sec. Chris is showing his glass of Canadian Club.
It's significantly more empty.
Chris, talk so you'll be
But
on
that's
screen.
his third pour.
This is what's left out of probably a fill level about up to here. Honestly,
What's the what's the proof on that Canadian Club?
well, this thing comes in at a lovely 80 proof. 80 proof, premium, extra aged.
Premium.
That means they aged it in someone's Canadian ass.
That is an excellent tasting note, Jason. You've tried this before.
I definitely think we need to repeat this and
Somebody else hosts, yeah.
yeah, someone else host. This was a lot of fun. Apparently
Because you were the
Jason-
host, because you picked those questions.
Yeah, Jason needs to host the next
Yeah,
one.
Jason can be the host. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll host the next one, and I'll bring some questions.
motherfucker.
No, it's like the closest.
This is how. Let me explain how this is going to work. Chris's episode will be pure revenge. Jason's episode will be way above all of our heads.
Yeah.
And then Sam and Bobby will hopefully be like, we just feel bad for
Mercy.
you guys. Yeah.
Mercy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spell Jim Beam.
Is it a G or a J?
Yeah, and then Chris is gonna freaking just kill us with just the most ridiculous questions.
I gotta find them.
Trevor,
Yeah.
hold on. Trevor,
do that.
Pronounce Buffalo Trace in Russian.
Trevor Wilson
Buffalo
put in chat-
Trace.
Buffalo.
Trevor Wilson put in chat with quotes. What color underwear was my tour guide wearing from Jason?
Oh, I didn't see that. It was a long shirt. I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
Don't lie.
Uh-huh.
Don't
She was a brunette and had beautiful blue eyes.
So
Ooh.
Robot Scott said you should make it so we can participate. So I mean,
Hey, this was
kind
as
of.
good as we could do.
Well, it was pretty
can
short
figure it
notice. 'cause
out.
We came up with the idea yesterday, but so
Thought about this for weeks.
name was
Robot Scott said, "Name a whiskey that tastes like the color yellow."
that's Sam last night.
Yep.
I nailed it. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I love Matt and the Whiskey Crusaders. I fucking hate scotch. I
You trooped
can
it though.
tolerate it, but I find it horrendous tasting.
Wait, I thought you
9
liked
times
a
out of
couple of
10.
them.
You
What?
did. You did like
I
a couple
did
of
like
them.
some of them, but not enough to be like, oh, I want to drink this again.
Yeah.
So when you say that it tasted like the color yellow, what was that flavor that you were getting that made you say yellow?
Probably piss water.
There is a funk. So I can't.
It's a funk.
I think I figured it out.
It's a yellow funk, and
And it's like a funk that I pick up on every time she says yellow. That I think I can't describe it, but when I taste it, I can say
You
Sam's
say-
gonna say
it
that's
tastes
yellow.
like yellow. I don't know. I'll have to work on that, but
Bobby,
I-
is it a peated or an unpeated?
unpeated.
Oh man, it must be.
Unpeated scotch tastes yellow to me.
That must
And
be like one of those the harsh, like some of the scotches that have like a harsher barley note, like a
Yeah, maybe.
Kalila or
that
a
or malted.
Bruichladdich, like Kalila, Bruichladdich, like those that have like a harsher barley note. I would think is the ones that she thinks is yellow.
Yeah.
No, it's always unpeated.
Yeah. Always unpeated tastes yellow.
I'm trying to think of what nothing
I'll take
comes
it back and watch
Yeah,
and see what I said. 'Cause I don't remember, but I don't.
I remember you hating Bruichladdich when I was watching you, so I
Yeah.
know. That. And that has a harsh barley note that almost smells and tastes like it's peated, but it's not.
It just doesn't bring me joy. I'm gonna drink something. It's not scotch.
He's going McKenna.
I'm going McKenna. Just a little bit. More than that. Not that much more. Bobby will yell at me if I drink.
Yeah, Matt's in the chat. He said definitely the the heavy malted ones. So
yes, I don't like malted.
She does not like malt.
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
But I don't think the malt is the yellow note.
It's not. It's not. That was different. Because I don't always hate the yellow. I just say it tastes yellow.
You don't always hate the yellow, but you do always hate the malt.
I do always hate the malt. I do. It's just, I don't know. I just don't think it's as fun as my Kentucky shit. Now that I'm a connoisseur after 6 months.
I think what you run into is like I have the same issue with Scotch where I'm not saying we're the same here. I'm a fat kid at heart, so I like really sweet stuff, caramely stuff, things that taste like sugar and shit like that. A lot of bourbon tastes like that. But Scotch has that weird smoky or peaty or like
just yellow taste.
Yeah, or yellow aspect to it.
I think like Scotch, you take it and like the first like rip you take out of it, you gotta burn that peat out. Like you just
they were even drinking like space size and
even non-peated. And it just, I just, no offense, I'm talking about the drink, not about anybody that drinks it. I find Scotch boring. I think the names are hard to say, and I get sidetracked and butterflies. And I'm like, I don't fucking care about this. I don't care.
It's
I don't
boring.
care.
The names are hard to say.
I will say, so Sam, I will kind of attest to that a little bit. In the beginning, when I first started tasting scotches, oh my God, what did somebody write?
ADHD fishing. I'm a fat kid at heart and stomach and glucose levels.
When I first started tasting different scotches, I like the ones that were just purely aged in straight up bourbon barrels were boring to me. The ones that were aged in pure sherry, the older ones were interesting, but kind of the regular ones were like, man,
boring.
Not until I found the ones that like I talk about Bourbinsane a lot, the ones that were kind of mixed in a mix of ex-bourbon and ex-sherry. Did you guys just sneeze at the same time?
We did.
What the hell is happening?
Guys, we're best friends too. Like, not only are we married, we're like
oh my God, I've never seen that in my life.
Harvey lost his man card in that very moment.
Yep. Yep.
Doing great.
I was waiting for you guys to like look at each other and be like, "Oh, I sneezed too, honey." Yeah, I did too. But yeah, the mix of ex-bourbon and ex-sherry, I think, makes it a little bit more interesting for me. And also, I feel like I'm one of the few bourbon guys that have really taken to the peated stuff. Really, I mean, I love it. I think it's much more complex, and it still amazes me when I drink a heavily peated Scotch that there's so much sweetness under that, like cigarette ash. It just amazes me.
You
What
gotta
I discovered last night.
Go ahead, Bob.
So this is something I've noticed this a little bit before, but I really discovered last night because we drank 12 peated scotches in a row.
I didn't. He did.
I did.
I said,
that it gets to the point where I don't taste the peat anymore, and I really start like we drank I think it was, I don't remember if it was Lafroig 15 or Lafroig Lore, and I got a Starburst note and on Lafroig, like who's ever Lafroig and got Starburst?
Yeah, like until your palate and your nose gets used to the peat, it's very harsh at first, but when you start acclimating yourself to it, there is such amazing sweetness that comes out of some of those heavily peated scotches. That's amazing. I mean, Brooklotti, Boonhaven, Ardbeg, and some of my favorite peated scotches, Lagavulin. There's so much sweetness behind them. Those are the most interesting for me. I absolutely love them. And Chris, you've kind of taken to peated scotch too, right?
Oh, absolutely. Like that, I just jumped right on the peat train. Like I tried Ardbeg 10 first, and I was expecting just a monstrous amount of peat, and it was. Like when you first tried it is. But like you said, the amount of sweetness buried underneath is ridiculous. I know Dan and Sean aren't really on the Scotch train either yet, so.
I think Scotch is very different from the fact that for peat, like if you have that in a Scotch, you really have to bury your nose into it until like in bourbon, if you keep going through samples, you get like nose fatigue. You almost have to give that to yourself on Scotch. Like you need to burn that like peat smoke out. And you're like, all right, and now I'm starting to get more out of it. Whereas like bourbon, you're like, if I keep going sample to sample, you're like, man, I'm like everything feels washed out. Like I'm not getting any highs or lows on anything. Where bourbon, you're like, all right, I need to get this out.
No,
and
you know
it takes
what?
like 5 or 6 smells on a good bourbon or a good scotch where I'm like, all right, I'm getting something now.
Dude, you know what? I think like the equivalency is when you start drinking bourbon, like the initial and same experiences, maybe Sam can talk about it, but when you're getting into bourbon, what you're trying to get past at first is the alcohol, right?
Yeah.
The burn, the alcohol, like the note in your nostrils, all of that. Because when you get past the alcohol is when you start to experience the bourbon flavor, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With scotch, you have to get past alcohol and then the smokiness and the ashiness of the peat.
Yeah. In
So,
most cases, yes.
A lot of people in chat, well, you guys have been talking about, or a handful of people have been talking about how they think that like scotch is more complex, or some scotch is more complex, or a lot of it.
I will say this.
completely agree with that. As a not scotch drinker,
Yeah.
I think that it is harder for me to get into like my Lagavulin 16 and enjoy it.
Big boy whiskey.
And for me to tear Lagavulin 16 apart is harder for than me it is to tear George C. Stagg apart.
Yeah.
There's I don't have to get through this other overbearing note with George C. Stagg where I do with Lagavulin 16, which is the peatiness.
You have much more of a backbone of bourbon to put.
I'm used to the alcohol.
Yeah.
So now when I go to scotch, I'm used to the alcohol as well. But I'm not used to the peat when I go to scotch.
Yeah.
Whiskey,
Yeah, I mean,
if
you just look at a straight bourbon recipe, and I'm talking either a wheater or a rye bourbon, you know, there's going to be those basic notes that are in there. Some of them are more intense. Some of them are more complex, depending on what bourbon you have. When you look at scotch, some of them they're all made so differently depending on the region. And I think for me, that's what's so interesting about it. You have Islay, you have Speyside, you have Highland. I mean, and there's all different types of regions and different types of styles, which I think makes it super interesting. And you're able to find your style, you know, if you really do the research and you really start tasting things. And, you know, that's what I think what makes it really interesting about scotch. Because I think some people have the perception that all scotch is peated and smoky, and I hate it.
Yeah,
and that's not the case. And that's not the case at all.
What's the Game of Thrones scotch I just bought?
Holy shit!
Who's the Targaryen?
Yeah,
I didn't hate that.
No,
I'm pretty sure it's a Speyside.
Yeah, that is Speyside.
Yeah, it's like super nice and chill and calm.
No, that's a really good whiskey.
It's not offensive.
Wait, which one did you buy, Dan?
I think it's the Targaryen. They only got one at the store. I just bought that one.
I know it's a Speyside.
I'm pretty sure it's a Targaryen. Targaryen, Daenerys.
Targaryen's
Targaryen.
Cardo.
Yeah, the Cardew. That one's pretty light.
Yeah, it's super chill and it's super like warm summer day, easy drinker type situation here. Yeah. But I like the Belvini 14 rum cask. Whiskey Crusaders was in here and he said that I need to. Sean's way more into like scotch stuff than I am, but
probably.
Whiskey Crusaders said we need to try more sherry
the rest
stuff.
of our samples from Matt, like pass them on.
I'm trying to think of sherry. So I have a Dalmar 12, Lagavulin 16, Monkey Shoulder.
Which someone had asked earlier, was it Lemon Cat that they wanted something that wasn't awfully peated?
There's Trevor Wilson.
There's a lot.
He said not Barnyard.
Not Barnyard.
Yeah.
Monkey Shoulder. That's what you want. That is probably.
I mean, Monkey Shoulder is a good peated scotch, but I mean, I'm sorry, not peated scotch. It's a blended scotch. But I really feel like with that sweetness that you like, Dan, knowing your flavor profile, I would highly recommend you try like a sherry bomb type scotch, like an Aberlour Abunad or a Glendronach or something like that. Even Bunnahabhain, which made me fall in love with scotch because it has that mix of sherry and bourbon cask. So you get some fruit notes, you get some vanilla caramel notes in there, you get like a raisin, a date, and the malt is there, but it's not overly powerful. It is slightly, very, very, very lightly peated. But I think it just adds to the complexity of the sweetness. So I would highly recommend those for you if you want to get into scotch.
All right. Yeah. So here's the craziest part. This is going to throw everything off because I'm willing to try all that stuff. The craziest part about it is I have a Dalmar 12 I don't really enjoy. I have a Lagavulin 16. I can't fucking drink anymore.
Well, that's like two opposite sides of the spectrum.
I know, but hear me out. I have an Ardbeg.
Yeah.
Anoa or Anoa.
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 Oh, Anoa?
I
Yeah.
love that stuff. Wait, say it again.
You said you love that stuff, Dan?
I like it a lot.
So Ardbeg is sweeter as far as like compared to Lagavulin.
Okay.
As far as the peated stuff goes.
Okay. That Ardbeg Anoa has like this weird characteristic that makes me like salivate after I drink it.
Iodine.
So weird, dude. It's like this weird briny,
Iodine.
like high sodium flavor.
Yeah, that's some of those. Those are some of those really salty. Even, I mean, if you like that salty note, there are, I mean, Talisker, even like some of those maritime malts that are Old Putney that are just like really give you a really nice salted caramel flavor. I mean, Matt in the chat just said, do you guys want to go on a Scotch journey? Because he'll freaking take
you up. If you want to try it, let him do it.
Yeah, let him do it. Let him do it to you, man, because you have no idea what's coming to you.
Yeah.
Let him do it to you,
Let him do it to you, man. Listen, I'm into like move. Like I have a shelf full of Scotch and shit like that.
Yeah.
Because I'm interested in it, and I understand that listen, Scotch's restrictions are so much lesser than bourbon, so I understand the added complexities, the bigger flavor profiles. I get all that. I don't argue that bourbon's better in that way.
No.
I just didn't happen to enjoy it more because I'm fat. That's how it works. So
yeah, so I want to call out Dram Man, and I think even Matt pointed it out. I don't know if you guys have had Glenfiddich 14.
I have not.
So that is probably the most between that and Monkey Shoulder, probably the two most highly rated like Scotch gateways from bourbon drinker to Scotches, because they're easy to drink, they're light, they're sweet. But the Glenfiddich 14 is a 14-year-old Scotch you could get for $15. That's purely ex-bourbon, and it has all those. It really has a lot of bourbon flavors that carry over.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I'm
But I mean, you said you like the Ardbeg, so that's. I mean, so if you're like peated stuff too, dude, let Matt take you on that journey, because he'll send you some shit.
Yeah,
he'll
take him up on it.
He'll
hook
start
you up.
asking you like questions, and you'll have no idea like where he's going with it, and then all of a sudden he'll have like the perfect set of samples.
That's what Dan needs in life.
Yeah.
I'm
in a weird place with Scotch.
But I feel like with Dan, with your profile, you liking such sweet stuff.
Mm-hmm. Sherry finished.
I really feel like you like the heavily sherried stuff, but also he mentioned that Ardbeg, and I think there are some really sweet peated Scotches that he'll probably really like too. So
that's like it's such a weird, like the Lagavulin 16. I'm not a fan.
Dude, that's a rough
Sam
one.
hates that one too.
I fucking hate all peated Scotch.
No, there's some that you like more than others. Like,
yeah, but I hate Lagavulin.
Like
16.
you like you don't hate Kalila 12.
I don't hate,
but you
Carol
hate
12.
Lagavulin 16.
I do.
Yeah. Matt said also sherry and port finish. Yeah, there's port finish ones that are amazing too. One of the best ones I had recently was the Amroot Porto Nova, which is an Indian Scotch that's finished in port barrels. I mean, it's absolutely amazing.
The other thing with Scotch, like the weird thing is, like with the proof always being so low, it seems like a lot of, not everything we have, but a lot of the stuff's light.
Is it like Lafroig or Lagavulin, like the 10 is their cast strength?
The Lafroig 10 has a cast strength.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. When you start venturing into Scotch, you start realizing, and I realized this pretty early on, that the 80 and the 86 proof Scotches that come out they're just not interesting enough. And it's just like bourbon. Like I can't drink the lower proof stuff. When you get into the higher proof, the Klein leashes and the cast strength stuff, they're way more interesting. They offer that Aberlour Abunat. I think you would really love, Dan. It's a sherry bomb. It's cast strength. It's sweet. It's absolutely delicious.
That's what I was just going to say, is that one. I was sent a sample of that when I was first starting into whiskey, and that was like 63%.
Holy shit.
It is like
George T. Stagg.
It was like life changing at the time.
It's pure sherry candy. It's delicious.
It's really good. You'd really like that.
And that's one of those things. Is it's such a big world. It's kind of like
crazy big world.
Yeah, I mean, like it's like when everybody got, when you guys all got into bourbon, when we got into bourbon, you see a bourbon and you're like, Gentleman Jack, that shit's probably crazy because it's $45. You know what I mean? Now we're here, so
you've had the Avalor 18.
Really?
Yeah, Levi has that.
Okay. Nope, I never tried his.
What?
You did, I didn't.
Oh, that's good. I had that.
I mean, bourbon will always be kind of the one I go to, my first love. But
sure,
but Scotch, there are some Scotches that I've tried. I want to thank Whiskey, Matt from Whiskey Crusaders. He had sent me some really great stuff, and some other people have sent me some really great stuff that have really opened my eyes to how good Scotch can be, and not just what you think. Kind of the lower proof, just kind of a malt and not very interesting. There's some Scotches out there that are absolutely amazing.
The last one that I really had and was like, Jesus Christ, I really want was the Balvenie Double Wood
17 year.
Yeah, I lost a bet, so I bought that for a friend, and that was amazing. It makes me want to pick up the 12-year.
What's the 12?
It's also double wood.
Oh, okay.
It's the same thing, but it's at
Cheaper.
12 instead of 17. And
you guys should go out based on your profiles that I know you guys like. Go out and buy either a Glenfarclas or a Bunnahabhain 12. I think you'll really like it.
A lot of people, I've heard Bunnahabhain 12 thrown out there a lot. As for that's the bourbon drinker Scotch.
Yep.
Bunnahabhain 12. Is that what you
Yeah.
said? So the interesting thing is I'm trying to think what one. I like the Balvenie 14 rum cask.
That's super interesting.
That one's good.
That's because you like that sugar, man. You like that sugar.
And I love
Rum
I know
gives that flavor of sugar.
a lot of people don't like finished whiskeys and finished bourbons, and I love finished bourbon too.
Yeah.
I need sugar in my life, dude.
You need that sugar.
I need sugar in my life, man.
I'm gonna call you Shug Dan.
Come on, give him some sugar.
Shug.
I love you, sugar.
Dreamman KY says, "What's the highest proof you got?" I'm assuming you're talking Scotch. What's the Ardbeg Annaway, like 46%?
Probably around.
I think that's probably Dalmar 12, Lagavulin 16, Balvenie 14, the Ardbeg Annaway.
For bourbon be 138.
Yeah. Whiskey Ace says you'd probably like Naked. I don't know how to say that. Grouse.
Yeah.
Glendronach 12, Avalor Abunad, or Glenfarclas.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I have a Glenfarclas 12 or 10. Is mine 10 or 12?
Okay.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I forgot. Until I read it. I needed to see the fucking.
I said that to you earlier.
I know. I needed to read the fucking statement.
Yeah, Ardbeg and Oa is 46.6, and that one is aged in Pedro Jimenez sherry casks and bourbon, and then married in French oak. So it's got a lot of different flavors in there. So it's probably why I like it so much.
Dude, I have a Glenfarclas I bought for the last season of Game of Thrones. I don't remember if it's a 10 or a 12. Is 12 like $60?
I don't know. Sorry, my cat is being highly ridiculous at the door. So I figured I'd just let her in.
Is there a Glenfarclas 10?
I thought you have 12.
Is it a blue?
Okay, I have 12 because I have the blue one.
Yeah.
Is it a blue can? Yeah, that's the 12.
Yeah, I have the 12, and that's my favorite one that I have.
Yeah, Jason said Glenfarclas 12.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, you got that. And you're like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I needed to read it.
Yeah.
The names, dude, because I pronounce all these fucking dumb names wrong.
Yeah, and Whiskey Ace in the chat, he mentioned Glenfarclas 105, which is actually their cast strength, and that one's really good too.
God, that's such a low cast strength.
Yeah.
Damn. That seems crazy.
Whiskey Crusader says Glenfarclas 10 is about 48 and 12 is around 50. So yeah, I bought the 12 for the last season in Game of Thrones. So I couldn't find Game of Thrones whiskey at the time.
No.
And I opened Glenfarclas 12. I'm like, holy shit.
That's good.
I enjoy that. Yeah.
Yeah, once you start tasting some higher proof scotches, the flavors really are incredible, especially when you get into the even the Octomores, which are really high proof and super heavily peated. There's so much flavor in there. It's really complex and really interesting. And then you get to the ones that aren't so high but aged older. Like I had a sample for the first time of the Glengoyne 25-year Scotch, and that was one of the most unique and most impressive scotches I've ever tasted. It was literally like tasting like a jar of jam. It was that like intensely fruity. It was amazing.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Was that like due to the finish, or do you think due to the age?
Oh well, the age definitely plays a part. So I mean, it's a sherry cask Scotch, so you are going to get those fruit flavors, but with the 25 years behind it, I mean, the flavors are so intense and the sweetness, it's really amazing.
Yeah, and that's, man, that's the thing. Like when I look at bourbon, or I know around the age of stuff that I want, and then it's like I look at Scotch and I'm like, is this good? Is 12 good? Like, all right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, 12 is good, but you should really look at the proof points, because I found that the ones that are at 40%, are definitely not as interesting. The ones that come in that are about 46% are definitely more interesting, and the ones that are cask strength, you start looking at as being definitely more interesting. So, as a bourbon drinker, if you like high proof stuff, it's gonna naturally transition to Scotch. You're gonna want some high proof Scotch too. It just kind of goes hand in hand. I mean, you can't be drinking Elijah Craig barrel proof and then think you're gonna go to an 80 proof Scotch and feel like it's interesting. You kind of have to, if your palate's used to that, you kind of have to stay in that realm. Although there are some 46.3, 46, 48, percent Scotches that aren't super high, but are way more interesting than you're going to find in an 80 proof Scotch.
Yep. I think Bunnahabhain 12 is a great example of that, honestly. Like it's just a lot more. It's upped in proof a little bit.
It's 46 point whatever percent. It's non-chill filtered. It's no color added, and that's a big thing with Scotch. That's why a lot of people don't like Dalmore, from what I've heard, because Dalmore adds coloring to it to make it look more enticing on the shelf.
It looks enticing as shit.
They do. They do look enticing.
It looks kind of like George C. Stagg with the fucking horns and shit too.
Yeah, it does. It's kind of a nice bottle, but I know a lot of people get on Dalmore because they add the caramel color to it to make it look older than it actually is. That's why when you open a bottle of Ardbeg and you look at it, I mean, it looks like champagne. There's no color added to it, but there's so much flavor in there for a young Scotch, and it's amazing.
Absolutely.
Okay, Sam has food, and I'm fucking starving.
I just made scrambled eggs with cheese.
Holy shit! Yes.
Oh my god. What I want right now? I want like a thin, big pizza right now.
Oh, I would take pizza right now, but
that sounds so New York.
ADHD Fishing says all this Scotch talk makes me want to go watch Murder, She Wrote and play Russian roulette.
Right?
Yeah, baby. He's falling asleep to some Angela Lansbury tonight, baby.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we're gonna shut it down because I still have to pack a bunch of stuff up. So we're gonna stop streaming.
Yeah.
So if anything, you guys, if you guys still have like coins or something, or you guys are gonna, put something up on your channel soon, pitch anything you guys want. If you want to go ahead and do that, Chris, and then Jason, and then I Whiskey She Wines. If you guys want to do that.
All right. Yeah. First of all, thank you to everyone for being here tonight and for hosting us. This was awesome. We definitely need to do this again very soon. And revenge time is coming, so be aware. And thank you all for helping me get to 1,000 subscribers tonight. That was really big, and I really appreciate it. Something I've been working for a while. So I still do have challenge coins. If you guys are interested, just hit me up on Instagram, Bourbinsane, or bourbonsane@gmail.com.
Who's he? Don't look at us.
Jason or Bobby and Sam?
Go ahead, Jason.
Guys, look me up at Mash and Drum on YouTube. I definitely have some more challenge coins left, but they're selling out fast. So if you guys want some challenge coins, hit me up on Instagram or Twitter. I am Mash and Drum on Instagram and at Mash and D on Twitter. I have a couple more double bass episodes coming out, and also my interview with the two brothers from what the hell, Greenbrier Distilling, from the Bellmead, Andy and Charlie. So I'm just waiting for that to be approved. So look out for that coming soon. And yeah, thanks for Bourbonjunk for putting this together. This was really fun.
So I Whiskey She Wines here. We let's see, right now we just started a series of budget whiskey reviews we'd been doing a lot of higher end stuff, and now we're doing more budget, $20-ish or
cheaper
less.
The cheaper stuff.
And
I'm sorry, I can't say cheap.
Inexpensive stuff. So that's what we're working on right now. And
we have koozies for sale. I don't have one to show you.
Not really. We
don't.
We
Okay,
have
we
to.
don't have them.
We have to cover.
We're having a shipping problem.
We have to cover
them.
our patrons first, and I don't know how many we're going to have left before we have to order more. So
we may or may not have koozies.
That's not really.
But we do have coins for sure.
Yeah.
And eventually we'll have glasses.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you guys all for being on the channel. I hit these guys up and everybody jumped in, so I appreciate that. Coolest group of people ever. You know what I mean? So we really enjoy hanging out with these guys, obviously, since we went and got to hang out in person. Unfortunately, Chris missed it, so we got to do another meetup, and Chris is going to join us next time.
It'd be fun.
Yeah, I mean, worst case scenario, we'll all be in Texas at some point pretty soon here. So, our worst case scenario is we all get slightly intoxicated in Texas.
Just
and listen, the invitation's open, guys. Anytime after mid-July, you guys are welcome to come over and we could do another live stream. So, and Chris, I hope you can make it.
Hell yeah. Anytime after July 18th, I get 8 weeks off of work. 8 weeks.
That's crazy.
Wait, what the fuck?
Holy shit. Did you quit your job?
Months? Yeah,
you just quit your job, dude.
So, all right, I'll quick say it. So my work is offering a parental leave for 8 weeks.
Nice.
So I had a baby within the last year. So
that's crazy, man.
You
That's
took
awesome.
it.
That's super cool,
baby.
That's really cool.
So I'm down. Let's do it.
Yeah. So needless to say, we were happy everybody could join us. It's always fun hanging out. Thank you everybody for in chat. Thanks everybody who bought a coin. Thanks everybody who super chat. Thank you for everybody who's on all these channels. Patrons.
Thanks to anyone that supports any of these channels.
Yeah, you guys are the best. This community is ridiculous. So we're gonna be able to go to Texas because of you guys. We did this second round of coins because of you guys. So thanks everybody for being here. Thanks for being in the chat and hanging the fuck out. You guys are fucking legit. So yeah. I don't know. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Happy birthday, Jason.
Happy birthday, Jason.
Hey,
happy birthday,
let's
Jason.
On that. Happy birthday,
Congrats
Jason.
on 4K. Congrats on 1K Bourbonjunk. You guys have a great night.
Thanks, guys. Chill. Cheers.
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 Cheers.